6'5", and a dude now. And nobody can have a pancake breakfast like this guy. And his wife, Molly, has already informed me that he's stepping his game up this summer. Which call brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. They're close to convenient. They're known for their guaranteed everyday low prices and excellent customer service from the professional parts people you know you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com. I can't wait till Woody and I do an Instagram live this summer. My first one. See you then. We're out. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. They offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online at O'ReillyAuto.com and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. They'll even bring it out to you curbside. Or you can choose to have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Get your auto parts quickly with O'Reilly Auto Parts. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com today.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Bar Medispa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
Welcome to US Cellular.
Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free.
Sure, your choice.
Really?
Yep.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Here today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. Dr. Jones, a lot of exciting new things going on.
Yes, so you may have seen our new facility, but we also have a private courtyard. There's an outdoor private area where we have artificial turf where it's fenced in, and we're going to be having our sunset yoga classes there. Those classes allow you to develop increased flexibility, more energy, and get better sleep. So come on and check those classes out today. Come by and see us, Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, Arlington Boulevard, or check us out online at kptonline.com.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Hi. 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 Was that supposed to be funny?
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
Let's get the pumping.
Does anyone really care?
I know Clip said he packed us in, so I'm just glad that I can prove Clip wrong.
So know your role. If you're a star, be a star. If you're a role player, you be the best damn role player there is.
It's gonna be fun. We in the thick. I mean, everybody gonna be loud. I'm gonna be loud with them. We're screaming too. Like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You ready for this?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Victory Monday and a Players Lounge Monday. We'll be talking to some of the Pirate players. All the Pirate players are on the field this weekend with the sweep over USF. We got a lot to talk about, and we'll do it the next 3 hours right here on Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com, and you can watch the show and comment on Facebook Live and on YouTube if you'd like to be a part of today's program. Coming up at around 3:30, we'll talk to East Carolina starter CJ Mayhew. At 4 o'clock, Pirate starter Ryder Giles. At 4:30, ECU center fielder Bryson Worrell. And at 5 o'clock, Pirates shortstop and pitcher Zach Agnos will join us here on the program. Around 5:30, we'll talk to Brian Bailey. We'll also have a giveaway for you in hour 3 as well. Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, CJ Schaefer, the big dog Glenn Griffin's here, Troy D alongside. And we kick it off with the head baseball coach of the East Carolina Pirates, Cliff Godwin, who joins us right here in the Pirate Radio studios. Troy D, Cliff, how we doing today?
Doing great. Thanks. Good to see you. Cliff, man, it seems like ages ago when the season started, mid-February, with a season opening loss for the weekend against Bryant. Sweep, sorry.
Yeah.
Sweep. Well, you got swept, I should say. Boy, what a turn of events, though. A lot of fans were ready to, this isn't going to be the year, and this is terrible, and what's wrong with Cliff? What's wrong with these players? But baseball's a long season. There's a lot of games to it, and you guys have battled back from adversity now, and here towards the end of the regular season, already clinching the American Conference regular season championship. I know that's going to make you feel good about where this team could be headed for postseason now.
No, my hat's off to our players and our coaching staff, and I said it to them today that when everything seemed to be falling apart around us, and some publicly, some not publicly, and somebody tweeted it out today, but we were 14-13 after the first game at Cincinnati when we opened up with a loss, and we've been 20-5 since then, and the guys just did a great job staying the course, pulling together. We really focused on one another and just getting better, and now you look and good things have happened, but all of us sitting here and other people have had stuff in their life fall apart all around them, and as long as you can continue to just put one foot in front of the other, good things are going to happen, and just glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad that Clip doubts me at the highest level. That's really important to me. And
everybody needs motivation.
Yeah, no question. And
usually it's me that doubts you.
Well, yeah, and
I did not doubt you this year.
At least Clip's man enough to admit that he doubted me. So, and then call me into the studio today as well. So, yeah, I appreciate it.
To clarify my statements, Coach, I did say East Carolina, the ship had sailed on the Pirates being an at-large in a regional. I did say throughout that East Carolina would grind out series wins and be at the top or near the top of the American, which you guys have overshot that by a wide margin. So, absolutely, I was wrong. Well, the tournament field has not been announced yet, but if I had to bet today, I would say East Carolina would be in at-large, and earlier this season, I did not see that happening. I was absolutely wrong.
Yeah, you were absolutely wrong.
Absolutely.
You sure were. So, but that's why.
First time in my life I've been wrong,
yeah,
Coach.
No
Wow.
question. But I like to give you a hard time because it just means a lot to me. I've been doubted my whole life, and I'm sure a lot of our players have. And it's typical for a fan base, not just East Carolina fans, any fan base, when you have such high expectations and things don't go well, and there's stuff out there that happens publicly, and you just want to jump off the ship and be the woe is me Pirate fan. Hey, we're all dipped in crap. It's amazing to me, instead of going, hey, let's just support these guys and let's win the next game, and then let's win the next game. And the fans were awesome this weekend, and I just appreciate them coming out and just being so loud. And we need them tomorrow night because it's going to be Campbell's World Series game to try to get some RPI points playing on the road at East Carolina.
Cliff Godwin, head coach of the ECU Baseball Pirates, join us as we kick off PRL here exclusively on Pirate Radio. And coach team currently 34-18 on the year. Still a lot of baseball to go. As you know, you got the games to close out the regular season. Then you'll be in the conference tournament. I always kind of look at that 40 win mark as a great milestone for any team, especially in collegiate baseball. And now it looks like with as many games left still in the season, that's a real achievable goal.
Yeah, we always want to try to do it in the regular season, which I would say since COVID has hit, it seems like getting 40 wins in the regular season is probably even more of an exception than probably when we first had that. And the reason I say that is you got teams like Notre Dame, and no offense to Notre Dame, they've played 41 games and canceled a weekend series because of RPI and stuff, and that's a whole nother debate for us at a different time. But I don't think it's good for college baseball when we're canceling games because of RPI. Now, if I was on, the other side and we were playing a really bad opponent tomorrow, and even if we won, we'd lose RPI points, would I? Can't probably, because we got to protect our program. But I just don't think that's good for the sport.
Cliff Godwin joining us. Cliff, one of the major changes this season when it comes to personnel and positions, and there's been a few, Ryder Giles moving to a starting role and Jacob Starling moving to the lineup. Here lately, it's been CJ Mayhew and him moving into a starter's role, and the amount of innings he's been able to go in, good innings, quality innings he's been able to give you. But Ryder Giles and CJ, that was probably not in you and Austin Knight's plans going into the year. Shows the job you've done, but really the job they've done and you say it a lot, accepting your role on the team. You throw a lot at them, and man, they've accepted it and they've excelled in those positions.
Well, you had to go back and we just had to piece games together and stop worrying about the conventional starting rotation and stop worrying about, hey, what your status is. And Ryder, I give him so much credit because the guy that has played shortstop for us for the past 3 years to go, hey, Coach, I'll pitch in the rotation if that's what it takes for us to win. And, yeah, I know that means that my arm's not going to bounce back and I'm not going to have the ability to play shortstop. I think it really stemmed from him being extremely selfless and going, hey, I just want to win. I'm tired of losing and whatever it takes. And for him to hop into the rotation and just give us a good start at times, and doesn't matter how long he goes. And the pitching staff just really rallied around one another and said, hey, we're going to have a closer's mentality, whether we're starting the game, whether we're throwing the third inning, whether we're throwing the fifth inning, we're just going to keep passing the ball. And I think that's been one of the coolest things for me to watch. And I told our team this is the most selfless group for the past 2 months that I've been around in an age where society pushes selfishness every single day. What is it in for me? And if I'm not the Friday night starter, the 3-hole hitter, then I don't care if the team's winning or not. And our guys in an NIL era where pushes selfishness have just done a tremendous job of blocking out all that stuff. And I said this yesterday too in my post game. It's harder for teams to overcome adversity like we have, harder than it's ever been, because it's just in their face every day. They read it. They read the good. They read the bad. And, talking to the Ole Miss coaches, they went through the same thing. I mean, they look up and the coaching staff's going to get fired. And now all of a sudden they've won 6 in a row SEC games if you just can stay the course and you put yourself around great people like our coaching staff. And it sometimes doesn't shape out the way you thought it would or work out the way you thought it would. But if you just stay the course, it will.
Cliff, baseball is a lot like life. You're going to face adversity, as you talked about earlier, and that's a given. It's how you handle it and how you recover from it is what separates the great teams from the average teams. You were dealt some adversity even before the season started with the loss of Carson Wisenhunt. Are you allowed to, is he able to contact you at all? I didn't know what the rules were like. Are you able to stay in touch with him? He's still, one of your guys, and he did come out with a statement that we published saying he would like to return to the team next year. But how likely is that, too, if he ends up getting drafted really high?
Yeah, it would be shocking to me if he showed back in a purple and gold uniform. I just think he's going to have an opportunity to play professional baseball. Now, he has been working on his own, and hopefully he's been getting in good work, and he's going to go up to the Cape Cod League and pitch before the draft. And look at him, he needs to pitch well. That's one thing that he needs to do to be able to go out there and impress those scouts. But I couldn't see him being back here unless something crazy happens.
You mentioned the NIL, name, image, likeness. That's really kind of taken the college athletic world by storm over the last year. We had Coach Houston on last week talking about it's been with football and basketball, it's very dominating, as far as how it's been. I like to call it weaponized for recruiting, and it really has been. What about the world of college baseball? Obviously this is something that can benefit any college athlete, but how far does it trickle down? Do you see this being used against you in recruiting by other bigger programs? How is the NIL situation affected college baseball and specifically ECU?
Well, we just try to talk to our guys about a team aspect, and I'm sure it won't pass with legal. But I've even tried to become creative since I'm an alum here to, be able to donate money to our team and spread it out in an NIL deal through my camps. Which I'm sure the NCAA or East Carolina won't allow that because that just would seem too bad. But we're basically
not any worse than some of the other stuff I've heard out there, quite honestly.
But my opinion on the whole deal is just the NIL and the transfer portal together has made college athletics just very, at times, dirty, in my opinion. And that was the one thing that was, when I got into coaching, it was somewhat pure. Yeah, of course, in the SEC, football players are getting paid to recruit, but it was illegal to do it. Now it's like legal to do it, at least at this moment. But and look, if players want to go into the portal, but you don't ever hear the stories of the player that goes into the portal that's not very good, and then he doesn't get to go to another division.
Never comes out of the portal.
Never comes out of the portal. Yeah. Goes to a junior college, and that's his last stop. With all the years given back with COVID, there's a log jam. We're still dealing with the COVID extra year and trying to manage scholarships and rosters. So it's not as hunky-dory, so to speak, as what I think some people feel like from the outside. You got to be in it every day to understand it. I don't get on the transfer portal. That's not my world. When guys want to leave our program, no problem. I'll help you go wherever you want to go. People, made a big deal when Skylar Brooks left. The guy was hurt, and I wish Skylar the best, but he was hurt. He goes into the portal. It's not like we're losing our Friday night starter. It was just a guy that was on our roster. So, like I said, I just like the purity of college athletics. In my opinion, every person should have an opportunity to sign professionally out of high school, and if you don't, you need to go to college for 3 years, and that's the difference between college and being a professional. That's my opinion. Sure, some people disagree with me, but we don't even give full rides out. Where football and basketball give full rides out plus cost of attendance. A lot of them get some extra money through financial aid as well. And now we're giving people $1 million, you know. And obviously it worked out for Bryce Young, but they had given an NIL deal of $1 million before he'd even taken a snap as a starter at Allen. That's a little bit scary to me.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we're living in. And like you said, what if he gets injured and never even plays?
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing what's going on lately.
Yeah, no question.
I actually asked Bryson Worrell about it. Real quick, first of all, the guys that come in here on the Players Lounge are awesome. You want to talk about guys staying the course. They walk in here after getting swept by Bryant or sweeping USF, and their demeanor is the same. I think that's the sign of a maturity and also, you know, a good player and a good team. But I asked Bryson about it not being as prevalent in college baseball, and he says, well, it's out there, but when you're in a program and a culture like East Carolina, guys aren't jumping off the ship to go transfer. So there's part of that too, that if you're in the right program and you're in the right spot, you're not going to want to leave, right?
Well, and if you're a really good player, you're going to make your money in professional baseball. And this is, in my opinion, the last stop of a team aspect oriented, hey, we're all trying to win and we don't care who gets the credit. Where when you're minor league baseball, I mean, you're just trying to do really good for yourself so you can get to the big leagues, and then it becomes somewhat more of a team sport then.
That reminds me of Seth Maness, who pitched a long time in Major League Baseball and coaching at UNCW, and he said I asked him what's next for him, and he said something in college baseball. He said it's what you just said, the last team sport. Everybody's about me once you get out of here, and at college baseball, it is still pure. There's some stains on it, right, Coach?
Yeah.
But still pretty pure overall.
And I want to give you a compliment, Cliff, too. I think the guys are a reflection on the coaching staff, and Cliff referenced it earlier, the demeanor. We've, you know, one of the positives of the NIL thing is we've gotten for the first season we've been able to do it with baseball is get to know these guys a little bit better and get to bring their personalities and their knowledge to the Pirate Nation through these interviews that we do every week. And it's been really, I think, a positive experience. We've enjoyed it. I think the guys have enjoyed it. And I know all the listeners and fans out there that we talked to have really enjoyed it. But Cliff, I remember that first weekend when we got swept by Brian. Cliff's, you know, so glad we got all these interviews lined up on Monday.
It's gonna go well.
You know, they were talking about demeanor. And I was like, oh man, I know how you feel. You know, but those guys were great. Like you wanted to know, like they had good attitudes. We were the ones that were down and bummed out about it. They were actually lifting our spirits in many ways. But it doesn't matter whether, you know, they come in here off a high or off a low. They're very even keel, and they don't get high or low either way, at least when we interact with them. So I think that doesn't happen by accident.
Well, and they have, look, we lost the Cincinnati game, and one of the things that, and it wasn't like in a textbook, but we had a great practice on Thursday night at Cincinnati. It was 40 degrees, misty, and like we condensed it down to about 2 hours. We had a great practice, and then we just didn't play well on Friday. And after the game, I said, hey, pre-game meeting tomorrow, you players can go through the game and talk about what we need to do better, because I've done this every game and it doesn't seem to work, so you guys can take some ownership in it. And literally they've been running the pre-game meetings when we have a game before and kind of going through different and obviously recognizing some positive things that go on, but taking ownership, you know, of whether, you know, Bryson goes, hey, I should have made that diving catch. If I make that catch, then we don't have a 3-run first inning for the opposing team, and you know, I need to make that play. And like I told those guys, it gives you freedom because your peers, here you go, hey, I know I can make that play. I needed to make it for our team, and that's been really cool to watch and just evolve over the past 2 months.
And baseball's a sport that sometimes you're just going to have one of those games, and it's at every level. I've seen it all over the place where you can have it's the same team, they look great one game, and then the next game you're like, are these the same guys? It just, there's so many games sometimes that just happens, and once again, it's just how you recover from that.
Well, and I would tell you with this team, it reminds me of the 15 team. We're more talented than 15 team, but just a group that's bought into the team aspect. You know, last year we're super talented, and you know, at the beginning of the season this year we were very talented, and we've lost some key pieces to the puzzle, but the guys have just really bought into playing for one another. And I look at, you know, you got the game on, and Ben Newton to me is a huge glue guy for us, and a lot of people don't even know this, but his grandmother passed away on the weekend finishing up the VCU series, and so he flies back to Colorado Saturday night late, and he misses the Sunday game. When we lost the VCU game, we didn't catch the ball good behind the plate, and then we had State on Tuesday at home, and we had some pass balls and wild pitches that allowed State to score 2 runs, which we lost 2-0. And you go, well, you got to score to win. I know that, but like Ben missed those 2 games. He's the glue guy. He controls the pitching staff. He communicates with Coach Knight. He makes the pitchers better. He's just a quality hitter. He doesn't wow you with power or speed, but he just gets in there and has quality at bats. And his at bat yesterday with 2 strikes, 2 outs, fouls off a bunch of pitches, beats the ball on the ground, and then we put up 3 runs to break the game open. And to me, he's been the epitome of what our team has over the past couple months.
Coach, before this season, have you ever been a part of a game that was 0-0, no hits in the 9th inning?
And I hope I am never a part of that, at least on our side of the offense. But no, Clip, it was crazy. First 9 innings, 2 hours and 1 minute. The next 4 innings were 2 hours.
I knew it wasn't going to be a clean ending like that. I had to keep going to go past 3 hours.
Yeah.
But that was CJ Mayhew. And your guys, one of those games where you had ducks on the pond, couldn't get them in, frustrating, but you finally broke through. And I know you were excited when that one was finally over.
Yeah, Ben Newton had the big knock that put us open or broke us open. But one of the biggest moments, and I give Coach Palumbo a lot of credit, was the first hit they got. It took a bad hop on the infield, so it ricocheted off Carter Cunningham's glove, so the guy got to second base, and I don't know if that was the 10th or 11th inning, and Spivey's pitching, and the next guy had bunted before on the season, and the guy behind him hadn't. He said, hey, let's intentionally walk this guy, and the next guy hasn't bunted, and kind of unconventional, to be honest with you. And so we intentionally walked him. Next guy hits into a 4.63, and then next guy hits a ground ball that hits off Spivey's Achilles and just kind of lays right there on the ground. You're living right, which at the beginning of the year, that ball would have ricocheted down the foul line and they'd have won. And he picks it up and throws the guy out at first. And that was just a huge momentum swing. But our guys talked about it. When Memphis would get out of innings, when we had ducks on the pond, it was like they had won the World Series. When we got out of it, we would just be even keeled, like, hey, we just need to go back out there and play our best baseball, and just stayed the course in that manner too.
What was that crazy game clip where it was featured on SportsCenter, how nuts the ending was with the ump?
You want to go back to the Bryant series?
That was it.
You think about
how crazy it was. Just, how nuts that was.
It was, And so I hear Max Stokes got some nice things said to him in a gas station by some Pirate fans. So that was pretty comical. He's a good dude. I definitely don't agree with his call and
the time call.
Oh my God!
I've never seen anything like that.
Sun was in his eyes, so I don't know why that matters. It still was in his eyes 10 seconds later.
Right,
the sun didn't move in 10 seconds.
That's a good point.
We're a long ways from that now.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring up an old wound right there.
Crazy to think that was 3 months ago.
I know. It seems like last season in many ways.
Yeah.
It is wild. Clip, do you have any of those questions that you brought for the players, where you kind of get to know the players? I'd love to.
You going to do it with me?
These are my kind of questions. I do remember, this is my favorite one you had, Clip. It was like, Coach, would you rather fight a gorilla-sized chicken or 10 chicken-sized gorillas?
10 chicken-sized gorillas.
All right, that seemed to be the consensus.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some new ones for today.
Okay, let's do these. I like getting to know these guys.
Which one of your players, Coach, was most likely to be on the TV show The Bachelor, where women are vying for his?
Bryson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will tell you,
Troy saw me the shirt off, and Troy wants him to do it.
I heard that.
I had a
Hey, you ever seen Bryson with his shirt off, Coach?
Hold on. Full disclosure here. I had a meeting with some Pirate Club folks earlier today. And the team was walking past us as we were leaving. And Bryson had his shirt off. I was like, Coach, I thought it was a football player walking by. Bryson's pretty rocked up, as Mike Houston would say, in damn good shape. I was like, that's the physique that I'd be going for right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a phenom.
I do have a question for you guys. Can I interrupt real quick?
Absolutely.
So I heard Coach Houston talk about this with the NIL about donors and stuff. Do you think, and probably in a selfish society, I can answer this question for myself. At East Carolina, you have a limited amount of donors. So is it more important for them to get the football practice indoor, or for all of them to get $10,000?
Oh, you're talking about for like the football team. If they had a choice.
I'm talking about baseball players too. Instead of our guys getting NIL deals, I mean, let's get our expansion done so you have nicer facilities.
Oh, would you rather have
asking
cash or the facilities? I think I think it depends who you talk to. I think if you talk to the players, they'd rather have the money.
Well, and
if you talk to donors, they'd rather have probably the facilities.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the players. Don't you want to have the nicest stuff? I mean, that's where you spend the most of your time. I mean, with the 10 grand's going to be here and gone pretty quickly,
right?
Especially after taxes.
Yeah, true. That's, by the way, I went by the baseball facility, and what is it, the weight room they're putting up with the steel?
Yeah,
I mean, that's coming along. That's out of the ground, ready to roll. I mean, not ready to roll, but I mean, you can actually see it. Is what I'm saying.
It's not an enclosure.
It's not a drawing anymore, Coach, in your office. Is what I'm saying.
Well, he's been talking about this stuff for 30 years.
Yeah,
so
like
now
I'm just excited. Like the steel is up. It's ready.
By the way, it's a multi-sport weight room, not just baseball.
But you guys will have a priority in there, won't you? Isn't there a pecking order?
I don't know if we'll be able to fit our whole team in there, but it'll be good during the season when pitchers need to go in there and stuff.
And you're a big part of that new fundraising effort, the Pirates Unite effort. We had Ryan Robinson on Friday talking about it. They just announced, which, obviously the marquee part of that is the indoor practice facility, but it's for football, but that would be something baseball could utilize. We talked about that before.
I'm going to donate my money directly to EC Baseball. How do you feel about that?
And there's also a component for the baseball stadium. Yeah. So give us the details on that, because Ryan touched on it, but I know there's above it, they're going to add some premium seating for fans, but really the structural part below is probably the more interesting part for you.
So everything will just move down the left field line. So the coaches' offices will actually be underneath that premium seating, because we're just, landlocked with space. So our locker room is small for the guys. Womack's training room small. Our team room small. We got assistant coaches sharing offices. Our director of player development is in the coach's locker room. His office is in the coach's locker room. So he gets to watch us shower and walk around in towels and stuff. I'm sure he really enjoys that. So it's just going to expand down the left field line, and it'll be just really an upgrade for our players, and expand so all of our coaches have offices and et cetera.
So what do you do with obviously you still have that existing space that you'll be moving out of. So what happens to that?
So everything's just going to, like the locker room will get bigger, the training room will get bigger, so it just pushes the coaches' offices.
So the offices will move over, and then the stuff that's already there will get expanded.
Yep.
Okay,
that's right.
I got you. I thought
they're basically going to gut out the underneath part and just redo the end.
So it'll be more for the players on that side, and the coaches on their side. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
that's cool. And how much of I forgot to check. What is the goal fundraising for that? Because he did say it was. If someone wants to write a check for that, they'll start it.
Yeah. So it was like $5 million before COVID. So I'd say it's closer to $7.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, but people can donate directly,
and
to that
I will
if they
donate
want
a big check to EC Baseball directly. I just want you to know that, Troy.
You have always been great about giving back to the program that you are a part of. I will say that. If everybody was as generous as you, we'd have all this stuff built.
Didn't Penny Hardaway pull some strings with Memphis since he was in Omaha?
He donated $1 million. I heard this when we played Memphis, but he donated $1 million before he got the head coaching job. He only makes, if you guys pull it up, and this is coming from their baseball coach, but he still makes a lot of money from his shoe deal with Nike, because I think it's in the top 5 of the shoes that are sold, basketball shoes. But I think he only makes a little bit over $1 million at Memphis. But he doesn't need the money.
So if we relieved you of your duties for a week, you donate, and then we hire you back, is that legal? If you're not employed?
Why would I? Oh, you're saying, okay. Yeah.
Do a little workaround.
NIL part. Okay. Yeah. I lost you for a second.
Yeah. I'm playing hypotheticals.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I take a week vacation, I guess.
There you go. That's perfect.
Why can't coaches donate to an NIL deal?
I don't know. Alex Ketty just texted me that she talked to me about it later, so I'll talk to her about it later. So.
There you go.
And I'm not 100%, but it's normally not good news when she texts me and says, "Hey, have you heard what the answer was?" So.
She's kind of like the attorney that always likes to tell you no.
Alex is awesome, though. I'm not. She's just the messenger on this one, I think. So
I got
finished with those questions, Clip.
You really got us. That was a good move by you.
That was good, man. That's a pro move right there. Yeah. See, Logan used to, instead of asking other questions, you'd ask him one question, he'd spend 20 minutes answering it, so you couldn't get any other questions in. So
that's another good move.
That's a pro move too.
What's your favorite uniform combo that you wear?
Hey, gold, white pants, camos.
Because that means you're going for a sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do like the gold top. Gold top's my favorite.
I bet you will say you don't have an answer on this one. Who has the worst walk-up song on the team? Do you even know the
I don't know the walk-up songs, but Josh Mullen's taste in music is horrendous.
Who has the best walk-up song?
Ryder Giles had the best one last year, but he switched on me. So
Who's got Power Slide?
What is that?
Power Slide, that song.
I don't know. Maybe you could answer that question.
I like that one, but I forget his name.
I don't know who that is.
I was kind of shocked. Jake Hunter, I kind of noticed his.
That's one of my favorites.
Well, and it's old school.
Bad Company.
Yeah.
By Bad Company. That's badass when he's warming up to that. I was gonna say that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well,
call.
it's just amazing because you don't expect that from an 18-year-old this day and age to that be his walk.
He's kind of got the look too with the scruff
I mean,
and the
he
hair.
looks 40.
Yeah, he's an old soul. Coach, would you rather explore space or the deepest parts of the ocean?
I'm going to say space because I've had some bad experiences in water, and I just I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like I love the ocean and stuff, but it scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to space.
All right.
Take your chances in the outer space.
Yeah. At least I won't drown. I might.
But you may lose oxygen.
Yeah, I may lose oxygen,
which is probably like drowning. If you think about it, in space, if you lose your oxygen, isn't it like drowning? It's just dry.
Either one's pretty scary.
What would be worse?
Yeah.
Not be able to breathe in outer space or drowned.
God,
I mean, this is a dark stuff. We change the subject.
All right, sorry. This is what Clip does to us.
What, me?
See, Mr. Negative here. Didn't believe in you, Coach. Now he's trying to put us on these.
Yeah, I saw your tweets too. So keep not believing in us. You know.
Don't.
Yeah.
You heard of?
That should be a new song.
You heard of? Don't stop believing.
Keep not believing.
Don't start believing.
Yeah.
It's my song.
Don't start believing. We should do a parody song to that.
I got Campbell by 4 tomorrow.
I mean, you should.
Let's see. Anything else on here?
Well, I asked him his favorite shake at Cookout.
Oh, yeah.
And this was
Doesn't
an
have
interesting answer. What is your favorite shake at Cookout?
I have never had a milkshake from Cookout.
Unbelievable.
Maybe he's laughing at.
unbelievable. How has a guy from East North Carolina never had a shake from Cookout?
First of all, Cookout is not that. They hadn't been there that long. But
I think it's a North Carolina company.
Yeah. But I mean, in this area.
How about that executed hit and run right there?
Beautiful.
With Ben Newton at first base. I told the team afterwards, I said, you want to talk about, being super nervous when you put that hit and run on and Ben Newton's at first base. If we don't make contact, he's going to be out at second base by 35 feet. So
was that the one that was hit right to the second or left to his left?
All right, quit trying to change the topic. I'm taking you. If I take you to Cookout immediately after this interview and I'm buying, what shake do you get?
I don't even know what my options are.
What milkshake do you like? Like, it's endless. Like, they got every flavor.
I would probably
any type of candy you could put in it.
I would probably go cookies and cream.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
If you could go to a concert, alive or dead, band, musician, all time,
Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem.
Okay,
well, then you were at the Super Bowl,
but
halftime show.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to give me different genres because
country.
I actually saw Kenny Chesney live, and it was unbelievable in Nashville. And
that'd be a cool place to see him.
Yeah,
too.
and it was
it's like on the same turf.
Gretchen Wilson, Uncle Cracker, who probably didn't even know where he was. Kenny Chesney, and then Keith Urban came out for an encore.
Huh.
That's a hell of a show.
What about rock and roll band? Who would it be?
Wow, I would probably go AC/DC.
All right,
good call.
Anything else you need to know about me, Clip, today?
Yeah. What are some of the best ones we've had?
You got me in a good mood, so you better go ahead and start doing questions.
I might never be able to ask these again.
Yeah.
If you could, you're a sports fan.
Yeah.
If you could go to any sporting event, sit in front row, what would you choose? A-Mac got robbed there.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if I can. I don't care. I mean, people can hate me if they want to. I would want to see I want to sit front row, Cameron Indoor, Duke Carolina basketball.
Just for the event, the spectacle.
I went my freshman year. One of my buddies was an AAU basketball coach, and my freshman year of college, he took me to Duke UVA. We had seats right behind the Duke bench. UVA was good. Had Courtney Alexander. It was when Jason Capel, am I saying that right? Jeff Capel. played at Duke. Like it was a great game. The place was electric. And I'm a basketball fan. My dad was a high school basketball coach. So,
have you met Coach Schwartz? You talked to him at all?
I have not met him in person.
He was at your game Saturday.
I've seen him from a distance. I will say top 5 things I've done sporting event wise. Little League World Series when Greenville was in
cool.
it. That was awesome. Yeah. So I've been to a national championship football game. LSU, Ohio State. That was awesome.
You need to add Kane's playoff home game. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work out with your schedule, but man, that's some electric
You've been to
stuff.
a College World Series?
I've been to a College World Series, but it's way cooler when you're coaching in it and or playing in it. So,
all right, I remember preseason we were there for. Wasn't necessarily media day because it was on the field. It was right before the first game. So Bailey was standing next to me, and I remember you going, "I'm going to be a little nicer to the media this year, a kinder, gentler."
I feel like I've been really nice. Hey,
I was going to ask you, do you feel like you've accomplished that goal? I've noticed that there's been times after games you've been salty a little bit and called out some media members at times that maybe deservedly so. Do you feel you've accomplished that goal of being a little kinder, gentler?
I mean, you guys would have to answer that. I feel like I've done a really good job, especially the way the season was going at the beginning of the year. Mayhew would tell you that he probably thinks I handled myself with more composure than he probably anticipated.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll ask him that.
He's nodding his head over there.
Okay. We'll ask him. No, you're right. The way it's gone.
Although, he can tell you the story, but I got really mad at him in my office because he wouldn't speed up his delivery, and since then he's been really good on the mound. So I'm glad he listened to Coach Knight and myself.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes he took the coaching.
Yeah, and he is one that takes the coaching. Sometimes he's just hard-headed, but he does take the coaching.
well, let's get to those players, I guess, and we'll let Cliff Godwin go.
Do you want to stay as we interview these guys?
I mean, I don't know if Mayhew wants me. I'll hang out with Mayhew.
All right, that's fine. I'll slide. Yeah, awesome. I'll slide and let you take over with Clip.
Yeah, if you got any weird questions or good questions.
Well, and Mayhew can say whatever he wants to me about me today. How about that?
Okay. Oh, come on. He's not going to say anything bad while you're sitting right here in front of him.
Well, he wouldn't. If he was going to say anything bad to me, Mayhew's the type of guy he would say it to me.
All right.
I can see that.
He's that type of guy.
All right, let's get a break in. Troy D, you hanging out?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to make sure Mayhew gets in here first.
All right.
Maybe I'll sit over there. And
are you sticking around?
I'm going to stick around for
Mayhew. All right, awesome.
All right, I'll slide seats over and give Mayhew the main chair.
We'll have CJ Mayhew join us and talk about another good weekend start for him as the Pirates swept USF. Got Campbell and Houston this week, then it's off to Clearwater. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hey O's fans, 2022 Orioles single game tickets are on sale now. Come celebrate the 30th anniversary of Oriole Park at Camden Yards with tickets starting as low as $10. Relive your favorite moments and make new memories this season. Choose from your favorite homestands when the O's take on the New York Yankees, Washington Nationals, and Boston Red Sox, or fan favorite giveaways like Birdland Hawaiian shirt and collectible bobbleheads. Experience the ballpark that forever changed baseball. Buy now at Orioles.com/tickets.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers from my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, ArcPoint Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Our biscuit makers know a thing or two about scratch-made buttermilk biscuits.
Actually, it's 49.
That's right, 49 savory steps. So yeah, we know biscuits like the back of our hand. Because, well, these buttermilk biscuits are...
made by hand.
Yep, that Southern know-how is our bread and butter. And if you're still wondering what makes a Bojangles biscuit so good, well, just ask your mouth. Yep, that's what we thought. Come celebrate Bo's Buttermilk Biscuit Month with a scratch-made Cajun Filet biscuit. It's Bo time.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live.
You're listening to Hour 1.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chris.
I don't know what happened there. But anyway, back to you, Cliff.
Thanks, Shirley. Well done. Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, CJ Schaefer here, Troy D, alongside Cliff Godwin, still hanging out in the Pirate Radio studios. And we will now go inside the Delcor Players Lounge and welcome in CJ Mayhew, coming off another good start and another victory for the Pirates as they swept USF over the weekend. And CJ, welcome back to the studio. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great. And I interviewed Trey Benton earlier today, pitching in the Guardians organization. We're going to air that interview Tuesday, but brought you up, CJ, because Trey has gone from, he was the starter, and he said he went to joined the team last year as a starter. Now he's the closer. You've kind of done a reversal of that role, bullpen to starter. And Trey talked a lot about how East Carolina prepares you for a lot of different things. Gave you some credit on that, Coach. But CJ, you're firmly in that starter's role, although you say you keep a closer's, reliever's mentality out there, right?
Yeah, I definitely do. I think a couple times this inning I came out of the bullpen and went 2 or 3 innings. So, it's not much different.
Which one do you prefer?
I like them both.
He likes the pitch, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be the answer.
Yeah.
6 innings of work, 1 run, 3 hits the other night, no earned runs for you. So, I don't know. After going 9, you only going 6 is kind of a disappointment, CJ.
It was a little different. I think one of the plays probably that's kind of underlooked. I think it was in the 3rd or 4th inning. I got down 3-0 on a guy and then got back and Starr made a really good play at second base, and kind of like during that at bat I was kind of getting a little drained almost just from the 3-0 count, and then having Starr make that play kind of like I know, it kind of brought my energy back up.
Yeah, and you were able to go a couple more innings after that. CJ Mayhew joining us, another sweep, CJ, and also you found out after the game that you were the regular season champion. So right after the win, you're able to see UCF knock off Houston and celebrate a regular season title. What was that like for you guys?
No, it was good. I mean, it's always good when you can win the regular season, but you know, I guess we got Campbell tomorrow, and then I mean, just because we won, I mean, we're gonna lay off the gas. So.
See what I mean, Coach? You don't know if you guys won or lost when we talk to your players, which is the way you want it, probably, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You could complete a season sweep of Campbell with a win tomorrow if you can get over the hump.
That's a good one, Troy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you thought about that hard.
I'd slide that one in there like a curveball.
Well done. Always a pesky team, those Campbell Fighting Camels. And Houston coming up this weekend, then it's off to Clearwater. So, CJ, again, what's I don't know, what was the chatter after the series this weekend when you talk to your teammates? What's the talk in the locker room?
I mean, all the guys are fired up. I mean, anytime you can get a sweep is really good, especially at home with the crowd we had on Sunday. I mean, now the guys we're just looking forward to tomorrow.
6 strikeouts for you on Friday. What was working for you Friday night?
I mean, just the fastball, really. Change up, I was leaving it up a little bit, and curveball, I didn't really have it, but I was moving the fastball away and then coming inside hard late.
At what point do you find out this pitch isn't working tonight? I need to go with this one. Like, is it pretty early on in the game when you get that feel for it?
I mean, I can feel it the first inning, but coming out there when I throw my warm-up pitches, I mean, you can gain the feel of the pitch, I guess, as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm. We were talking to your coach, Cliff Godwin, earlier. He said there was a point in the season where he let kind of the players take the lead in the team meetings. What do you think the difference is between the players leading that meeting versus the coach?
I think it just means more coming from the players. I mean, Coach Godwin and all the coaches, they can say the same stuff 24/7 to the guys and kind of go one ear and out the other. But when you hear it from another player, you kind of take it more to heart and kind of means more to you.
Who's leading those meetings most of the time?
Ben Newton and Cooch Maynard.
Speaking of Cooch, when are we going to see Jake Cooch Maynard throw again?
Well, first kind of sign of good things, he threw off the mound yesterday, very lightly, but threw off the mound. We actually gave him the week off before from throwing. He took 6 days off just because we were kind of getting to a point where he'd get to that point of getting off the mound and just still didn't feel good. And I think taking those 6 days off from playing catch at all and just doing stuff with Womack and Kevin Young's here in town. And, you know, he's on an anti-inflammatory now, so I think that really helped him, and he's supposed to get off the mound again on Wednesday, and, you know, we'll go from there. I would say a stretch for him to pitch at all this weekend. We're just trying to get him back for the conference tournament.
Coach, just looking ahead to tomorrow, any chance of rain in the forecast?
I have not looked at the weather, so I know that there was a hell of a thunderstorm that just came through Greenville. I was a part of that.
Yeah. By the way, that was just a joke. It's going to be clear and 84 degrees tomorrow, so just figure I'd get you with a weather
Colby Bortles, Daniel Wilkerson, who's a graduate manager, and myself, we actually took the staff to Chico's. We do sweep lunches if we sweep. So
nice.
Mondays. So we did that, and we came back, and the wind was blowing hard, so we went and checked the home plate tarp, and it was
like a mini hurricane out here.
Yeah, it was blowing the tarp off. So all
right, so forget the cookout question. Let's go to the Chico's question. What's the go-to?
Shrimp tacos every time.
1, 2, or 3?
3.
Nicely done, Coach.
Yeah.
Triple up.
Yeah.
Coach, another thing I was wrong about, second time in my life I was ever wrong, was Saturday. I thought you guys should have moved the game up and because it was going to rain, and it never rained.
Well,
so did I. I was with Clip there.
You say that, but when you go to bed that night, I asked Joey Perry before we played on Friday, and I said, hey, softball's playing the American Championship. It's a 9 a.m. game. Do you think they'll get it in? He goes, no, absolutely not. And then, of course, you wake up the next morning, and he's calling me at 8:30. Hey, can we move the game up to 2? And I said, at 8:30 on the game day? No, we can't move the game up to 2. So, I think the weather report changed overnight some. But when it's that nor'easter off the coast, and it's coming off the coast, I mean, you're flipping a coin.
Yeah.
You really are. And we were lucky that thunderstorm missed us because it was right on I probably rained at my house over in Firetown.
Right, exactly.
It got dark, which cooled it off a little bit. It was nice.
Yeah.
So a nice day at the
Dodged the
ballpark.
bullet, yeah.
And you're right, the fans were awesome. Sunday was a great crowd at Clark LeClaire Stadium. And CJ, you get to experience that one more time this year. Last homestand Thursday, Friday, Saturday, by the way, this week. So I know you're ready to pitch in front of the Pirate faithful again one more time.
Yeah, it's always fun throwing at home in front of the crowds we get. But I mean, I like playing on the road too. You know, kind of like hearing all the other fans talk crap. So.
So do you hear it?
Yeah, I definitely hear it.
You like it? You enjoy it?
Yeah.
You embrace it.
What's some of the best stuff you've heard this year?
Cincinnati was pretty tough. I mean,
God, there was a guy that blew me out right above our dugout.
Yeah, are they talking about you personally, or how you play, how you look? Like, what is the
whole team? It was more on Coach Godwin the whole game.
Yeah, what were they saying about Coach?
I was saying a lot.
Do you instruct the guys not to engage? Do you have to tell them?
Yeah, because I don't engage, and that guy was on me pretty hard.
The guy was right. He was right above the dugout.
Oh, I thought he was right in what he was saying.
No, he's right above the dugout. So
you can't help but hear him.
I mean, you run off the field and the guys, you know.
So who's more annoying, that guy or the Vanderbilt Whistler?
Well, the Vanderbilt Whistler didn't bother me, but there was a fan above our dugout too at Vanderbilt that was doing the same thing, that just was crushing me every time I came back in the dugout.
Yeah.
At times I really wanted to choke him, but I didn't. So I still got my job.
The worst place was Georgia Southern, though. Them guys down there, they get after it.
I guess it's hard to tune it out when they're right on top of your dugout.
I mean,
it's one thing if it's like in the background, but when it's that close, and baseball is a sport the fans can get that close, it's hard to ignore.
Yeah. You got to have a lot of patience there, Troy.
Yeah.
I definitely thought Coach was going to turn around and say something. The guy was basically in his ear.
Care to discuss the most recent time you got tossed? Because that was an interesting one where it looked like you weren't that heated, and then you got tossed.
It's amazing. Yeah.
What was the hot button that did it?
Well, the thing is that I don't know, and that was when after I got thrown out. That's why I was so.
Then you got
upset.
pretty heated.
No, I was very heated, and glad that wasn't recorded. What I said to him.
It's a great still picture of that, though. I've seen.
No, I just wanted him to get help. So it's a non-reviewable play, which I knew it was a non-reviewable play when JC we put squeeze on. But no offense, there's been times where there's been non-reviewable plays this year and they've reviewed it. So I just went down and I said, hey, can you review it? No, it's non-reviewable. Okay, no problem. Well, can you ask for help? Nope, can't ask for help. Well, don't we want to get the call right? Oh, I got the call right. Well, my first base coach, Jeff Palumbo, was yelling it was foul at the very beginning. So I just would like you to get help. And it just went back and forth. And the guy would, and that's when I have a problem is because, look, take your ego out of it for a minute and let's just ask and see. And maybe it's the same. But he wouldn't get help. And, you know, I turned around, I was walking away, and I'm sure I said something, but it wasn't enough. Normally, you get a warning, and then you shut your mouth, and then you go back in the dugout. But I was turned my back and walking away, and he threw me out. And so that's when I was, because that's the earliest I've ever been thrown out of a game was in the fourth inning. So that wasn't to try to get the team fired up. It was by accident.
And, yeah, sorry to laugh at it, but it was a moment where you kind of like, you're like, I could either just keep walking and go out, or I could turn around and really get my money's worth. And you decided option B.
Might as well.
Yeah.
So,
until the other umpire said, hey, you're about to get suspended for 4 games. Then hey. See you guys.
He's still reasonable, folks. Yeah. He's not a madman over here.
All right, CJ Mayhew, Cliff Godwin joining us here. Let's get to some of these questions for today. I came up with a few, and we had some folks on Twitter respond. CJ, what teammate's most likely to be on The Bachelor? With all the females going after their hand in marriage or whatever they do on the show.
Probably Zach.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
I said Bryson.
Yeah, Zach or Bryson.
Yeah.
Bryson's probably got the look, but does Bryson have like the
personality?
The personality.
You don't need the They don't talk to people.
That's true.
Just text or Snapchat. Like, hey, Bryson, I need to talk.
Can he work his phone?
Yeah, he works his phone. He's fine.
And we didn't ask Cliff this one. Both of y'all can chime in. What would be your superpower if you could have one?
I'd like to fly.
All right.
Read people's minds.
Oh, no.
That's a good one.
How do I block that?
What would yours be, Clint?
Flight was my first thought.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. All right. Would you rather explore space or the deepest parts of the ocean?
Probably space.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you had any bad experiences in water like your coach here?
Nah.
All right. What was your bad experience? You care to discuss?
Junior senior weekend in high school, we went down to Atlantic Beach, and I don't know, it was like 4 couples, and we swam out to a sandbar, but it got over our head, and then we were trying to come back in, and
a little scary.
It was riptide, and my girlfriend at the time, she's like, looks like she's drowning. Well, I was drowning basically too, and just like one of those moments where you're
Was this at night?
No, it was
during
not.
the day.
Thanks, Troy, for going to the dark side.
I'm just curious. I didn't know.
No, it was the sun was out. It's the middle of the day.
Yeah, this could have been it.
Man.
Yeah, but it was scary, and we had to float back to the sandbar, and then just kind of like like tell to go along the coastline, kind of just But it was one of those moments where like I felt bad for her because I couldn't save her, 'cause I couldn't save myself at that time.
Yeah.
So, but we made it.
All right, good to hear.
Yeah.
We're here today.
Y'all stay in touch?
No, she's Troy. She's married. She's got kids now. So
what could have been, Coach?
All right. If you could add one player in baseball history to this year's ECU baseball roster, who would it be?
Out of ECU?
No, out of any player like that's played baseball, Major League Baseball.
Oh,
or ECU.
That's a broad question. You got to
I mean, if it's any player, I'd go with like Ohtani.
All right, Shohei to the roster.
He can hit and pitch.
What about Mike Trout?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, almost here.
I'm going to go with a former Pirate. I'm going to go with Alec Burleson.
Who could also pitch and hit. And do everything. CJ, who has the worst walk-up song on the team? This is from Casey from ECU Marketing, who actually hits the button to play the songs.
Hitting or pitching?
But either one. Or one of each.
Hitting, I'd say Boyd, CJ Boyd.
Okay, yeah, we heard that one yesterday.
Yeah. And then pitching, Wyatt Shankman.
We saw him over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that was my first time hearing his song, too.
What was it?
I don't know. It wasn't good.
Who has Power Slide?
JC. That's pretty good.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, that is a good song. I didn't know what it's called. But
That's one of my favorites.
I don't know what is it. I mean,
it's kind of a rap song. Like kind of.
I like the beat to Starling song. I don't know what it is.
I do too.
But I like it.
Yeah,
it's got a catchy beat to it.
And Bryson goes 50 Cent. That's
that's
a good one.
That's the old school one. Yeah.
From CJ right here. If someone gave you the aux cord in the car, what song are you playing first?
I don't really got a specific song. I get in my car and just shuffle my music.
That's how I am too.
Nothing specific. If you had the opportunity to meet any person in history, alive or dead, who would you choose? Another broad question from CJ there.
I mean, I'd like to meet Madison Bumgarner, probably.
You see him get tossed a couple weeks? That was pretty intense.
I wouldn't want to mess with that.
Big mountain boy from North Carolina.
That dude, you don't want to grab hold of that dude. That dude's a big dude.
The ump was rubbing his hand.
I mean, that was awkward.
It was very strange.
I think the ump apologized.
Do I get to answer the question?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I figured you've met him by now.
I have not. I've never met him. No.
I have met him.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to talk about it.
Like hang out with. I want to.
I've touched him though.
Oh, but you shook his hand. So I don't count that. I would like
if Troy's in the same building. He told me he hung out with Coach K. He was in a media.
And I got a question.
He said they hung out.
Well, we communicated. I asked him a question. Would you like to hear his response?
Nope.
Talk lovely about East Carolina. Loves ECU fan base.
Thank you, Coach. Redbeard says, "What's the most useless talent you have?" Mine would be making ECU baseball predictions.
I mean, useless talent. Well, it would not be a talent. So what? I'm awful at golf. Like terrible.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, mine would be golf. Yeah.
Okay.
I have double jointed thumb. Check that out. But that's a cool talent.
I don't like that.
It's totally useless. Yeah, I know.
If you guys had a boat, what would you name it? All right, think about that one and let me know.
I stumped him on the boat question.
CJ, what was your toughest class this past semester?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Did you go to class this semester?
Well, I only had one in-person class, but
he did good in school.
Yeah, I did good. I don't think anyone was
You
really
just aced
tough.
them all. All right.
I mean, probably the toughest was just the toughest class overall would probably be I think I took government my freshman year.
All right. Coach, what was your toughest? Do you remember?
Management science with Ken McLeod in grad school.
That sounds tough.
1065 was a doozy for me at ECU.
It's a doozy for a lot of our players.
I really struggled through that for real.
I crushed that.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I'm good at math.
Yeah, that's not my strength. Clip, do you remember 1065?
Anything math related, I struggle.
Like all you had to do was just get through it. Like if you just got a D, I think you get, you passed, right?
If
like
you didn't care what your major was, yes.
I was just saying, it was one of those things you got to get through that class to move on. It was just, I remember that class.
I was always good at Spanish, but that last Spanish I had to get was tough too.
Yeah.
Barely got through that one. This comes from Julia and Denny Hoover. The question is, who is the most superstitious player on the team?
Probably Zach. Zach or Logish.
They have different rituals or things they do, and
yeah, Logish is just If he's
what does Agnos do? I'd like to know. Like that doesn't surprise me, but what does he do?
I think he gets like the same like Chipotle or something.
I was gonna say it's chicken related. I had a vision in the locker room from Major League, and
then he puts like stuff in
he
his hair.
sacrifices the chicken.
Yeah.
What's he put,
At Chipotle.
Vaseline in his hair to lay it down or something?
I think it's like curly
Oh my goodness.
curls or
What's wrong
something for
with
his
that
hair.
guy, man?
I don't know.
I'm sure he spends a lot of time in front of the mirror. This is a good one. Which pirate is going to eat the most at an all-you-can-eat buffet?
I'm gonna say Star.
Really?
Star, yeah.
Huh. Just by looks, I was thinking Ben Terwilliger could take down a buffet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks can be deceiving.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Coach Houston might want him for like an offensive lineman.
Man, I loved when the DH was used up yesterday, and you put in Terwilliger, and we were all in the press box like, Ben's gonna hit, and he took his hacks. He got into one.
Well, you know he hit a double at Cincinnati.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And he got into one yesterday in the center.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, from Ashley, you've talked about some bad interactions. What is the best interaction you've had with a person or people on the opposing team? Have you had any fun ones, CJ, that you recall?
I mean, not really. I don't really talk to the guys that much.
That is true. You don't kind of go back to them. Yeah.
You can ask Agnos though, because he talks people ear off when they get to second base for the opposing team. When I'm like, hey, can you get to where Coach Palumbo wants you to get to? So he'll talk to umpires, he'll talk to players. So he probably knows every player on every team.
I think he's talking to the umps on your behalf. Like, hey, look, our coach is a good guy. Don't worry about what he says.
He's negotiating for you.
I've told Zach, I can't even tell you how many times every time he comes to Doug, I'm like, hey, dude, will you stop talking to the other player? or even the umpires.
Is he trying to get in their head or just trying to chat?
He's just the nicest, just nice guy.
Hey, welcome to second base. My name's Zach. Nice to meet you.
I will say his demeanor does flip when he gets on the mound. That smile kind of goes away.
Yeah.
But we'll talk to him about his pitching performance.
Well, he did his job. We just didn't make a play defensively that we should have made.
Oh, yeah. Could have been a double play.
And Jake Hunter wouldn't have given up an earned run.
Yeah, there you go. Do you guys, we were watching Sunday's game in here. How much previous film do you watch, Coach? Or?
I watch a ton of the pitching side, and then Coach Knight and Coach Palumbo watch a ton of the, offensive side for the other team and stuff. So we tagged him. Colby Bortles watches a lot on both sides, and so does Heath Blackman, our director of player development. And they cut up video for me to watch, so it's condensed, and I can watch the starting pitcher and all the relievers. So, game one of a series is my longest video day because I watch the Friday night starter and then any reliever possible. So I have all my notes down, and then on Saturday you just have to watch one pitcher, and Sunday watch one pitcher.
CJ, do you watch your starts? Do you go back and watch them?
No.
All right. There you go.
He lived them. Yeah. He saw him the first time.
All right, good stuff. Good luck this week. You get to sleep in your own beds for another week. That's good before heading out to Clearwater.
It's like the first time you've gone into the conference tournament from home. It seems like you always have a long road trip.
We've had one other one before, but
Oh, right, where y'all just stay on the road.
Yeah, like in Florida, and you just stay on the road. It's kind of nice.
We've done UConn, we've done Cincinnati, we've done UCF, and we've done South Florida last year. This is the first year we've had back-to-back home weekends going into the conference.
Yeah. Is that helpful, you feel?
Well, it's helpful when you play so many games on the road like we have this year, so definitely helpful, and it's always good to be in front of your home crowd.
And I guess y'all will be in Clearwater next Monday?
We'll actually fly out Sunday because we'll practice on Monday. They give you an hour and 15 minutes to practice on that Monday, and if I remember correctly, we'll have our early morning practice because we're the 1 seed.
We'll see if Coach will let you talk on the phone with us next Monday.
No, I will. No, they can. Hey, I've let them all year. So.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
And speaking of seating,
make
Coach,
sure that they only stay on the beach for an hour or less. That's my biggest.
If you had to project and make it like where you'd like to be seated, where you think this team will be seated for the NCAA tournament, where do you see this team finishing up at?
Troy, I don't know. I'll let you guys predict where we're going and all that good stuff.
Ask me. I know. I got the answers.
Cliff doesn't even think you'll make the tournament right now.
I know.
Jury's still out.
I know we've already finished first place, but Cliff's like, they're not even going to make the conference.
What's our seating going to be, Cliff?
I'm unveiling my field of 64 later today. We'll
bracketology with Cliff right there. Bracketology.
Coach, thanks for hanging out. We got Ryder here next if you want to grill him. So.
I think I need to head back to the office. I love Ryder, but I've been here an hour. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I know. This is the longest you've ever been here.
We're going to have an NIL deal with Coach if he stays any longer.
CJ, appreciate it, man. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you via phone hopefully next Monday.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. There's CJ Mayhew, Cliff Godwin as well. Appreciate it, Coach.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Take a time out when we return. Ryder Giles joins us. Got some questions with him. We'll talk some baseball, some golf. He was terrible at giving me PGA, let's see, what was it, Masters winners. Maybe I'll give him one more shot, see if he has a PGA champion for me coming up later this week. HV3 will be playing coming up on Thursday. We'll talk Pirate Baseball with Ryder Giles when we return after this.
Millions of illegals crossing our border every year. It's a full-blown crisis. The very first thing they've done in America is defy our rules. They're lawbreakers. And just like Joe Biden, politicians like Sandy Smith would reward their lawbreaking with amnesty. Probably because Sandy Smith repeatedly breaks our rules herself. Smith won't follow ethics rules by disclosing her financial investments and conflicts of interest. Sure makes you think Sandy Smith's hiding something. And Sandy Smith went bankrupt, owing her creditors thousands without paying. Then failed to pay her taxes on time. Bankruptcy, back taxes, and amnesty. That's shady, but that's Sandy Smith. Want to stop lawbreakers? Then stop Sandy Smith. Congressional Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.congressionalleadershipfund.org.
Hey Wood Ducks fans, be sure to purchase your single game tickets online at woodducksbaseball.com or by calling our front office at Granger Stadium. Advanced ticket prices for Sunday through Thursday are just $7. Friday and Saturday tickets are $12. Do you have a big group? No problem. Book your group tickets by contacting our front office now. We hope to see you out at Granger Stadium all season long. Let's go Woodies!
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Thursday, September 1st. Save that date, Pirate Nation, because the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back.
That's right. The excitement for the 2022 football season is building every day, and we are super pumped about the return of the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party presented by Bud Light on Thursday, September 1st.
Save the date now and stay tuned for more details coming soon about the Party of the Year, just days before ECU takes on the Pack in Greenville.
We are Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. know the facts, and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Pirate Radio.
It's important to me that we're able to connect the past, the tradition of East Carolina football, our current roster, and the future of what this program is going to be.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here, Pirate Radio Live, inside the Delcor Players Lounge. It is heating up, so if you need help with your AC unit, you can give Delcor a call, delcorinc.com, and they are the service professionals. They will hook you right on up. Joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, East Carolina starter. You've seen him, of course, in his career at shortstop as well. Ryder Giles joining us today after a sweep over USF. Ryder, welcome in, and congrats on another winning weekend for you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
10 in a row now.
Yeah, 10 in a row.
Do you, I don't know, you got something in the clubhouse you're marking after all these wins? Or do you guys even keep up with, hey, let's keep the streak going? Or?
Not really. I guess we could do something cool like that, but
I would.
Yeah, we really don't even. I didn't know it was 10. I mean, I know we had won a lot of games in a row. I didn't know it was 10 though.
10 in a row. I feel like I give you new information every week. Like, hey, your RPI is this, and
you're just dropping knowledge on me every week.
And I kind of feel bad about it because you're supposed to ignore most of the stuff I talk about.
Right.
But so hopefully I say it and you just disregard it.
Yeah. Well, I feel smarter when I leave here after talking.
Yeah, right. I'm sure. Ryder Giles joining us. How cool was it to celebrate a regular season title after the win yesterday?
It was awesome. Anytime you can win a championship, it's not something you want to take for granted. And, it's just a true testament to the guys in the locker room and on the team because, I think a lot of people kind of counted us out early. And, we just, kept believing in one another. And then, it's crazy how soon things can turn around. And, we're trying to keep that going.
You guys are rolling right now. Just saw Ben Newton hit a ground rule double from yesterday's game. Cliff Godwin gave him a lot of credit, and he's a guy that I haven't talked about enough probably this season. But how does he, and we see him offensively there, how does he help you and the other pitchers on the staff? Because that's important, right, that catcher-pitcher relationship.
Well, he's like 35. I think he's got 2 kids and a mortgage. So he's had a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge back there. So, anytime you got a lot of experience behind the plate, that's definitely something that makes you feel good as a pitcher.
And once again, just another one of those guys that you have different heroes every night, it seems, and that's the sign of a good team where you don't know who it's going to be offensively. You don't know what pitcher's going to come in and give you 3 when you really weren't expecting it. But that's what's going on for you guys right now.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's fun to watch, just because, like you said, you don't know who it's going to be, and there's so many guys that it could be on any given day, and it's fun to be in that dugout right now.
Ryder Giles joining us. Ryder, USF scored 3 runs on Saturday. And once again, you got them out of the way early. I know that's not the plan for you, but how about your performance on Saturday? What went right? What went wrong for you?
Yeah, I made a lot of good pitches. Just some bad luck, and some calls didn't go my way, but I thought I made a lot of good pitches, and I guess if we're going to score 3 runs or they're going to score 3 runs and that be it for the game, I don't have any trouble giving them up and getting them out of the way. And the guys behind me did a great job picking me up and throwing up 8 zeros in a row, so that was really impressive. And it's a lot of confidence. It gives the offense confidence, and it was just a next man up thing for the pitching staff all day, especially whenever you only go like 2 1/3, I think it was. So
it was good outing from Trey Savage. Carter Spivey gets the win, going 3 innings of scoreless work. Josh Gross, and then got to be honest, was not familiar with Wyatt Lunsford Schenkman until the 9th inning the other day. Who's that young pitcher?
He is. Yeah, he's a young pitcher. I think he's gonna be really good in his career. He's kind of coming into his, I guess, role, you could say. He's starting to get a little more confidence to himself, and he's got really good stuff. And it was cool to see him go out there and throw up a scoreless inning to in the game. And I think he's going to pitch a lot of meaningful baseball for the Pirates in his career.
Ryder Giles joining us. Ryder, I saw during a mound visit on Saturday, I believe from Austin Knight, because I think you stayed in the game, but you were kind of walking around the mound a little bit. You seem very cool, calm, level-headed. Does you ever get in your own head out there, or are you able to kind of remain calm throughout?
Yeah, I wouldn't say get in my own head. I was definitely frustrated. Yeah. Just with things that had kind of happened, and I probably didn't do a great job of hiding my frustration, but I try not to. I think the harder you make the game on yourself, it's just going to eat you up. So if you can stay away from that, it's not going to be easy, but definitely easier than you beating yourself down.
You got Campbell coming up Tuesday, and then the regular season finale against Houston Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then it's off to Clearwater. Do those games, when you're in that format, because you've been around a while now, do those feel any different than a regular season game when you get in that conference tournament format?
I wouldn't say definitely different. I wouldn't say the games themselves feel any different, but just kind of like you said, the format of it. You play one day, you lose, you play the next day, you win, you have a day off.
Get out of your routine, I guess.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of interesting to see how it plays out. And, in my career, we haven't been great in the conference tournament. So we've been playing back-to-back days. So, obviously you want to go down there and win the first one and then have that day off, kind of rest your pitchers and, because it's hot and you're out there on your feet for 4 hours, guys get tired. So when you win that first one, it's a big plus, and I haven't done that in my career here. So yeah. Hopefully we can change that this year.
I'll do the research again this year, but I think it might be a coincidence, it might not be, but it seems like the Pirates have gone further and played better in regionals the earlier they lose in the conference tournament. And I don't know if there's something to that or not, but it seems like that's been the case because, that is a lot of baseball on you guys.
Yeah, it is. Well, going back to my senior year in high school, we won they won the conference tournament, and then I think lost the regional here. And then my freshman year, we did not do good in the conference tournament, and then obviously won the regional. So maybe there's something about getting home and getting off your feet a little bit. But obviously you want to win.
As of right now, Ryder, do you You got to feel pretty good. Do you follow, like, are we an at-large? Are we a 2-3 seed, a 3 seed? Do you guys talk about that?
No. We try to stay away from all that stuff. I think that's something, maybe a lot of guys thought about early in the year. And, obviously whenever you're right at 500, almost 30 games through, you kind of got to just put your head down and go to work and kind of forget about all that stuff and just taking one game at a time and hopefully good things come out and we've put ourselves in a good situation for that and but we got four big games to finish it up.
Ryder Giles joining us. Ryder, I tell you what, I got some questions for you, but also redemption time for you today.
Okay.
You're a golf guy, so who are your PGA championship picks? Who's going to do well this weekend?
All right, I've got two for you. I got Brooks Koepka.
Okay.
He's a PGA.
He's kind of a guy that, like, when there's a major,
right? Especially the PGA.
He's on. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like Brooks Koepka. Well, I don't want to make that comparison. All right, so we'll go Brooks Koepka, and then Jordan Spieth is my other one.
Okay.
For you.
I see you're going with bigger names this time around.
Yeah.
You kind of went with some long shots for the Masters that burned you.
Right. Yeah. So my thought process here is, Brooks Koepka, obviously in a major, he finds a different gear, and then Jordan Spieth, he's been playing really well, and he's won a lot of big golf tournaments in his career, and he's turning his game around the last year and a half. So I'd like to see him win a major again.
Looking at the Facebook live feed, Johnny, he had some wild stats for us last week. He says Ryder, Bryson, and Hoove are the only Pirates to have a career at bat against Houston. Ryder and Cooch are the only Pirates to ever throw a pitch against Houston.
Wow.
Last week he said you guys had played Memphis like 14 times since you last... No, Cincinnati, since you last played Houston.
That's true, yeah, because we got canceled last year.
You guys went there.
I forgot about that.
And didn't play any games, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we scrimmaged ourselves.
You played
we had
each
an
other.
inter-squad scrimmage at Houston. Yeah, that was interesting.
The purple gold. So you guys did come home with a win, I guess, and a loss.
Yeah, the Pirates won and the Pirates lost.
So, I hadn't seen the Cougars in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Do you remember pitching against Houston?
I do. Yeah, that was my freshman year. I came in, I believe it was the 7th or the 8th, and got a strikeout to end the inning. And
nice.
And then I was done.
All right. So, your day's over. Yeah, good work.
Good job.
All right, let's get to some questions. I came up with a few. Which Pirate which one of your teammates is most likely to be on The Bachelor?
Most likely to be on The Bachelor.
I guess you could take this different ways. So Cliff Godwin said Bryson because he's got the look for it.
Right.
CJ's first thought was Zach because he certainly has the personality and likes the camera.
Right.
So you could take this a number of different ways.
Yeah, I was thinking Zach. I was also thinking maybe Josh Groves. He's got a big personality. He would be really funny on there. Yeah, I would say Zach or Groves, and hopefully their girlfriends don't get too mad at me for saying that.
All right, what would be your superpower if you could choose one?
I think it'd be cool to. I think it'd be cool to fly.
Yeah,
fly. That's probably the most generic one, isn't it?
But that's because it would be awesome.
Yeah, I think it'd be sick.
You could your dad could be flying, and you could go fly right beside him.
Right, just drop right down on the windshield.
Can I hold $20?
Right.
Would you rather explore space or the deepest parts of the ocean?
I'd say the ocean. The ocean fascinates me. A little,
just knowing that there's all that
fact about me. I love the ocean,
folks. That was a Ryder Giles fun fact. Yeah. So just all that life that's under there, and it's like prehistoric monsters, basically.
I would have to take Bryson with me just in case something goes wrong.
He's your bouncer or whatever.
Yeah, he's my personal bouncer.
All right, cool. What is your favorite uniform combo? We were talking some uniform off the air a moment ago.
Yeah,
about cleats.
Yeah,
I noticed Zach was wearing purple cleats. Somehow, when I go out there live, I don't notice that.
Right.
What color cleats do you wear?
I wear the purple or the white ones.
Okay.
I go purple or white, depending on the jersey top.
What? So what's your? If you could make the uniform combo, what would you pick?
I would go. See, we don't. I think we've worn it maybe one time in my career, but it's the black jersey with the white pants and the camo hat.
Okay.
I think the black jersey and the white pants look really good.
That's a good look.
Yeah.
All right. Who has? This is from Casey, the marketing guy that hits the walk-up songs. Hits the button.
That's a big job.
Who has the worst walk-up song? Who did CJ say?
CJ Boyd.
Yeah.
CJ Boyd. I don't think his is terrible. It probably. I mean, it definitely doesn't fit Mayhew's music taste.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people either love Starlings or hates it.
I had actually said I like the. I don't know what the song is, but I love the beat to it.
Right. See, I kind of like it, but I've heard a lot of people say they don't like it. That's probably the one I hear the most that people don't like. But
in fact, CJ, weren't you trying to figure out the name of that song in the press box? Did you ever get the name of it?
Yes, it's called "Still Think About You" by A Boogie with the Hoodie.
That makes me like it less, but I still like the beat.
yeah. I don't know. I think the walk-up songs are. It's hard to mess up a walk-up song.
What's Barini's? That one gets everybody going.
I think it's "The Show Goes On." That's a pretty common one.
Yeah.
It's a classic one.
All right, this is from CJ. If someone gave you the aux in the car, what song are you playing first?
I'd probably go with some George Strait.
Okay, let's go old school with it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with. Any George Strait, you can't go wrong with that.
I'm not a huge country guy, but George Strait, and boy, this is, but like he's "Give It Away." Okay,
yeah,
I do like that song a lot.
Yeah,
it's kind of a classic. I feel like that was sang a lot at karaoke when I would be out at the bars years ago. If you had the opportunity to meet any person in history, alive or dead, who would you choose?
Harambe.
All right. Prayers for justice for Harambe. All right. Good answer. Was that Cincinnati Zoo?
That was, yeah.
Did you go to like the memorial when you were in Cincinnati?
No, I should have.
This is going to sound kind of creepy and morbid, but my grandfather, who's passed away, was in my dream last night.
Oh, wow.
And he is responsible for me being a Braves fan.
Okay.
For the most part. And in the dream last night, we were talking about this current Braves team, and he said, we need Moises Alou, who hasn't played Major League Baseball in probably 15 years. But Grandpa, it was great to see you in the dream, and hope to see. Hey, let's hang out again tonight. Let's talk more baseball.
There you go.
So, I would hang out with my grandpa and talk about Moises Alou if I could.
That's awesome.
All right, let's. You got any dreams to discuss while we're on the topic? How do you feel about dreams? You ever talk to folks in there?
Yeah, I do, and they're pretty interesting. I wake up, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, it is really strange. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I should do that.
Do you have a useless talent?
Useless talent? Like what would that consist of?
I feel like I'm good at throwing things into things. Paper into trash cans, like shirts into the laundry basket.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just something that I thought of. I'm good. I worked at a gas station my senior year of high school and like some into college, and I'm really good at addition and subtraction if it's between 1 and 100 because I had to give change.
Yeah.
So immediately, if like...
What's 71 minus 24?
Well, that's not what I was going for there, but that would be 47.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm giving you some examples here.
Okay. I would say picking up pine cones. I'm a pretty efficient pine cone picker-upper.
All right. Where do you have to do this at?
At home, when I go home in the summer.
Okay. Do you have a method, or is it all hands, or?
Well, it depends. Like, you kind of got to go out and evaluate them at first, because like if there's sometimes they're like extra spiky.
Yeah.
So then you got you can either throw some gloves on, or you can get the like the tool.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pooper scoopers type thing.
And but then sometimes you can use the sweeper. Put it on the back of the mower.
Yeah.
Sweep them
That's
up.
what I was getting to. Yeah.
Right.
So, all right, you're a good pine cone picker upper.
Yes.
Redbeard. That was from Redbeard. He also asked, if you had a boat, what would you name it?
Boat. If I had a boat, what would I name it?
Nobody's could answer this one yet. This one is the toughest question we've ever asked to anyone ever. I'll skip it.
Okay.
This comes from Julia and Denny Hoover.
Oh, wow. Good people here.
Who is the most superstitious on the team?
Well, see, okay, last year's team, that would be easy. I would say Norby.
Really?
Yeah, he would. I mean, if you go back and look at his accessory combinations, they're endless. If he doesn't get 4 hits, he'll switch the sleeve. He'll switch the arm that he wears the sleeve on, or he'll wear tape on a different wrist, or he'll do a different design with his eye black.
He was a big eye black guy.
Huge. He'd wear it whenever it was 35 degrees and clouds, and it was. He would say that it was it helped him play, but
sure.
I don't know. I heard CJ say Zach, so I'd probably say Zach.
All right. Which pirate is going to eat the most at an all-you-can-eat buffet?
JC.
Okay.
JC can put some food down.
He needs to. He's a thin fella.
Yeah, you should see his Chick-fil-A order. It's pretty scary.
Former Pirate tight end Bryce Williams joined us, and he just had that frame where he just could never gain weight, and he'd say he'd like wake up at night, like they'd set an alarm to wake up and eat peanut butter just to try to add weight on him. But JC is a very thin dude to be eating all that food.
Yeah, he really throws it down.
All right, this from Ashley. What is the best? See, you're kind of instructed not to talk to other people, other teams, players, and stuff. But like, have you had a good interaction with a person or people on the opposing team? This would be good for Zach because I understand he talks to everybody. How about yourself?
Zach talks to everybody. I mean, I would talk to people a little bit in the field.
Because like Freddie Freeman at first talks to everybody. How about if you're at short, if a guy gets on second,
right?
You're
Well,
like, what's up, dude? Or
yeah, sort of. You kind of got to be careful. Coaches will get mad at you if you're not, paying attention. And I only have one ear that works, so I really got to like kind of lock in on them for a little bit.
Is that another Ryder Giles?
Yeah,
fact?
another fun fact. I can't hear out of my right ear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that since birth?
About 10 years old.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 10. But yeah, I mean, nothing like crazy. The Cincinnati guys were pretty cool. They're a good time.
Harambe dudes.
Harambe, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
All right, there's the Q&A. I've been wanting to ask you this one for a while. I forget, and I think about it every Tuesday. So, have you considered, not to tell you how to do your job, Ryder?
Okay.
Have you considered?
Definitely going to tell me how to do ours.
Don't you love unsolicited advice on what you do?
Just like no offense, and then you just...
I said no offense.
Right.
Have you considered adding a knuckleball to the repertoire?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It's still a work in progress.
So you're working on it, maybe?
Trying to, yeah. Hoover's got a really good one.
Okay.
If he... well...
What's is it just tough to control or tough to make it so it's tough to hit?
Yeah, like from my arm slot, it's kind of hard to...
All right.
It's kind of hard to throw it from there. You kind of got to throw it soft, but from down there, it's kind of hard to...
All right.
Kind of hard to do.
Just something I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool to have a pirate.
If I ever do it, I'll point up to you in the press box and say...
Yeah, after you give up a home run, point to me, gives me the finger.
That was for you.
All right. Yeah, just something to think about.
Yeah.
We need more knuckleballers.
I agree.
In society.
I agree.
In general.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to throw 100.
Right.
Let's throw some knucks.
Yeah, that's overrated.
All right, Ryder. Good luck, man. You guys will be in Clearwater next Monday. So hopefully we can catch up with you for a few minutes on the phone.
Yeah,
we'll try that.
Sounds good.
But good luck closing out the regular season and next week in the conference tournament.
All right, man. Thank you.
Enjoyed it as always. Go Koepka and Spieth this
right.
week. All right, let's take a time out. When we return, we'll talk to Bryson Worrell, Pirates center fielder. Went big fly on Saturday. Had another good weekend. We'll talk about it when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For service, we're doing touchless pickup and drop-offs. So when you pull your vehicle in, we greet you at the car and open the door for you, but we're putting plastic on the seats. We're having a steering wheel cover put on. We even have shift knob covers now this year. And then we have the customer actually drop the key in a baggie, and they're the next one to touch that key when it comes out of the baggie when they pick up their vehicle. So just want to make sure we take care of the customers that voted us number one.
Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey O's fans, 2022 Orioles single game tickets are on sale now. Come celebrate the 30th anniversary of Oriole Park at Camden Yards with tickets starting as low as $10. Relive your favorite moments and make new memories this season. Choose from your favorite homestands when the O's take on the New York Yankees, Washington Nationals, and Boston Red Sox, or fan favorite giveaways like Birdland Hawaiian shirt and collectible bobbleheads. Experience the ballpark that forever changed baseball. Buy now at Orioles.com/tickets.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Give them a call today at 919-291-5532, or you can visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you inside the Players Lounge, presented by Delcor. Delcor has been the trusted HVAC and plumbing contractor in Eastern North Carolina for over 5 decades. When it comes to cooling, heating, and plumbing repair, rely on the service professionals for any size job. Call Delcor 321-8868 or visit delcorinc.com. And joining us now, East Carolina center fielder Bryson Worrell, coming off a good weekend. Had a couple hits, including a home run on Saturday, and got that average sitting right around 300, which I'm old, and I still think average is important, and nobody else does anymore. I know I've asked you this, Bryson. What numbers, if any, do you look at as far as how you're doing?
I think the biggest thing we look at is quad percentage as far as team-wise. I mean, yeah, you have, when you go up there to hit, you have your average and your home runs and RBIs right there on the board for you, but as far as what our team looks at the most, we kind of look at our quad percentage.
You did say a nice personal goal for you this year would be 15 home runs, and you are at 11 now?
Yeah, 11.
So still a lot of games left for you to get to that number, and you got 4 left in the regular season, Campbell coming up, and then Houston, then it's off to Clearwater for the AAC tournament. But another sweep for you guys, Bryson, so what went right for you and the team this weekend?
I think a lot of things went right. We pitched the ball well, we hit the ball well, pitched when it mattered. We played defense well. Got to give credit to our pitching, man. I think they've kept us in a lot of games this year, especially earlier in the year, while our offense wasn't as good as it could have been. And again, this weekend, starting pitching pretty much every day was basically kept us in the game. Mayhew on Friday, Ryder Saturday, Jake Hunter with a great start yesterday to keep us in the game.
And you're playing in a lot of games now that these pitchers are going extended innings without giving up a hit. Of course, we had the 9 innings against, where were you?
Memphis,
yeah, thank you. I went blank for a minute. I was watching Lane Hoover crash into the wall and got distracted. And then, but the week before that, CJ had 4 perfect innings here at home. Yesterday, Jake Hunter has 4 or 5 no-hit innings. So, again, you're seeing some extended starts here, which is great for this team where they can save the bullpen now in games where you need the bullpen. Carter Spivey's coming in, throwing 3 innings. So you're getting a little bit of everything right now in the pitching department.
Yeah, I think it's really important, too, because our bullpen is so good. And we have thrown those guys a lot this year. And for those starters to go those extra innings and rest of those bullpen guys, especially like on Friday, I think we just used 2 pitchers. Saturday was more of a bullpen day than yesterday when we didn't use that many guys, so it's definitely good this time of the year to save some of those innings.
Just saw Who's catch off the wall. You were there to pick up his hat and ask what was said, if anything, after that catch yesterday.
I think the first thing I asked him was like, "You good? You good?" He looked at me and goes, he just looked at me like, "Yeah, I'm good."
A nice bang against that wall.
No, that was an awesome catch. I mean, that was definitely a little like momentum switch for us there. That was awesome.
Bryson Worrell joining us as he just makes a catch in center field as the Pirates sweep USF. And then, Bryson, you find out not long after that game, we were monitoring it in the press box because if it went final before your game ended, if UCF did knock off Houston and then you guys were to win, we were going to announce, and I think there was going to be a little bit of a celebration there that you guys were the regular season champs, but you took care of business so fast. It turned out that UCF won after that. So where were you when you found out that you were regular season champions?
I think Ben and I were in the line to get lunch after the game, or lunch/dinner after the game, and then we were watching it, and then we won, and we kind of like yelled there for a second. So, yeah, it was pretty exciting.
So championship once again for Bryson Worrell and the Pirates as they are regular season champions, and that's great to go in the last week knowing that, but still work to do, right, to improve the national profile and to stack up some more wins. You're getting closer and closer to that 40 mark, which is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time of the year you want to play your best baseball, and I think right now we are. I mean, we've got that winning streak going on, knock on wood, but I mean, we're playing our best baseball right now and going into postseason, and that's where you want to be.
How about you personally, Bryson? How are you feeling at the plate right now, day to day?
I feel good. I mean, I'm not trying to go up there and do too much. I'm kind of just letting the game come to me, and I think it's really helped me at the plate so far.
The dinger you hit this weekend, what was that? What pitch was thrown on that one?
2-strike fastball up and in. I was sitting fastball the other way, and he threw me one up and in, and I kind of just threw my hands at it, and luckily the wind was blowing out probably 10 to 15 mile an hour, so I think that helped me a little bit, but I think I got a little lucky there. 2-strike home runs, that's got to make you feel good, right? Yeah, it does, for sure.
Bryson Worrell joining us. Bryson, we'll get to some of these questions. You guys, Cliff Godwin, I think he said it just because it was on TV. He said his favorite uniform combo was the gold jersey, white pants, camo hat. And the camo hat means you're going for a sweep, so he definitely likes those jerseys. What's your favorite uniform combo that you guys wear?
I do like the gold jerseys. I think the gold jerseys are my favorite. So I'll have to go with that same combo with the camo hat, the gold jerseys, and the white pants.
All right, and I did notice, I don't know why I've never noticed it live, but I saw it on TV, that Zach and I think Terwilliger was wearing them too, the purple cleats. What color cleats do you wear?
Yeah, I wear the purple ones as well.
You wear the purple?
Yeah, I had some white ones the first half of the season, and they kind of got old on me, so I had to switch out to the purple ones.
And they're working for you now, so stick with it. You were actually the answer to this question by Coach Godwin earlier in the show. Which one of your teammates is most likely to be on The Bachelor?
That's actually funny that he said me. I'd have to go with Zach.
Yeah, that loves the camera.
Yeah,
right?
He does.
And the ladies, I'm assuming, too. Bryson, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I think the ability to fly.
Yeah, that's been the common answer.
That's a pretty sweet power.
I mean, you can already run fast, hit a ball far, throw a ball far, so you've already got a few. But, okay, flight would be your answer. Would you rather explore space or the deepest parts of the ocean?
I got to go with space.
Okay.
I feel like there's just so much out there that we just really, truly don't know about that. If you could go to deep space, that'd be pretty sweet.
Kind of mind-blowing stuff out there.
It is mind-blowing for sure.
I would like to see the Earth as the big green blue ball that it is. That'd be pretty cool. And kind of like Coach Godwin, I'm a little scared of the water. Like, what's underneath there?
There's no telling.
There's like dinosaurs and stuff down there. If you could add one player in baseball history, not just you can go ECU or just Major League Baseball, to this current Pirate roster to help you out the rest of the way, who would you add?
I gotta go with Barry Bonds.
All right, he would be pretty good. You might move down in the order a spot.
I probably would, but I'd be glad to do that.
All right, he would never get pitched to. He'd get walked every time.
I'm sure he would.
But that would be a duck on the pond for you to knock in, get that RBI number up. All right, this from Casey from ECU Marketing. The answer is definitely not you, because you have a fan favorite walk-up song, but who has the worst walk-up song?
The worst? I really don't know. I know I heard Ryder say that some people don't really like Starlings, but I like Stars.
I like that beat, yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Before he changed it, I did not like Moylan's.
I was actually going to say Moylan's earlier in the year. That was my initial thought, was the one that Moylan had earlier in the year.
It's a little too lovey for me. I don't know. It's
maybe Carter's too, just because he's got the Hispanic music.
Now that is
the Hispanic music. I just don't think it fits.
It doesn't fit anything.
Him as a person.
It is the most random thing ever, and I think I know a lot of kids like it. I saw a video online of it was like a local little league where they brought their own walk-up songs, and this kid had the "Ba-bum baby." So anyway, he seems like an interesting guy.
No, he is. He's a great guy.
This from our own CJ Schaefer. If someone gave you the aux cord in the car, what song are you playing first right now?
Probably not a specific song, but I'd probably play like some EDM music.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really have like a favorite type. I listen to every kind of music, but if I'm
what is that like beat like?
No, nothing hardcore. Like maybe like the Chainsmokers.
Oh, okay, 10-4. I know.
Not really like EDM, but
all right,
similar.
You crazy kids. If you had the opportunity to meet any person in history, alive or dead, who would you choose to meet?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Any person alive or dead. I feel like I have to go like an older U.S. president or something. Maybe like George Washington.
Yeah.
I really have no clue.
All right. That'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's see. This is a tough one too. Ryder Giles' answer to this was picking up cones. What would be your most useless talent?
A useless talent. What kind of cones?
He said, pine cones.
Oh, pine cones.
Yeah.
Pine cones. A useless.
He said he was good at it.
I think like the water bottle flip.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good at those.
Yeah.
I feel that's pretty useless.
All right. Do you guys have any useless talents? No, that was good because mine would have been like throwing paper in the trash can. Like I feel like I got a pretty good.
It's like a little basketball shot.
Yeah. Throwing clothes into the hamper, throwing something into something else. Pretty good.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
I long snap. That's about it.
Turned out to be useless because they didn't let you on the football team.
Nope.
Yeah. But you should see this guy. You should see his videos of him long snapping. It's impressive stuff. Yeah. Shirley, you got any good useless talents?
The only one I can think of is I can remember random 80s obscure songs for no apparent reason.
So I used my talents for sports trivia to come up with questions, but like knowing where a player went to college, if I could win like Sports Jeopardy and win money, it wouldn't be useless. But I guess it is useless now that I know all this sports trivia and can't really do much with it.
I guess you could say I have useless pop culture knowledge.
Yeah.
Like the Halloween, the Michael Myers mask. The original mask was actually a William Shatner mask that was spray painted white.
See, that is useless information.
Yeah, but for some reason
impressive.
it's stuck in my head. But that's, I absorb random useless information and I don't know.
All right. If now nobody's been able to answer this question, Bryson, you could be the first. Okay. If you had a boat, what would you name it?
A boat. All right. It's got to be something like a pirate theme. Oh man.
This has been the toughest question of the day.
I feel like it has to be something like pirate themed though.
Yeah.
It's just too easy to put. Like it'd be easy to put a pirate. I don't know. It would require more thought.
Yeah, this is a tough decision, and we need more thought on this one. What was your toughest class this past semester? Or how about since you've been at East Carolina?
Since I've been at East Carolina,
yeah.
Nutritional biochemistry.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah, that was my hardest one.
It just sounds tough. By the way, fans, we got to get better as a fan base on catching foul balls. Don't get out of the way. Catch it. I hate when I'm out there and I just hear that dong when it hits the bleachers. Let's catch a ball. All right. This question comes from Julia and Denny Hoover.
Okay.
2 questions. Who is the most superstitious on the team?
Zach.
Okay.
Zach for sure.
That has been a popular answer.
If he gets a few hits with a bat, then he's going to keep using that until he does a hit with it.
Are you you don't subscribe to any of that stuff?
No, not really.
All right.
I mean, if I'm hot, like I just said, if I use that example, if I'm hot with a bat, then I'll use it. But
all right, and I like this question too. Which pirate is going to eat the most at an all-you-can-eat buffet?
Surprising answer here, maybe CJ Boyd.
Okay.
I think he can eat a lot.
They've all been surprising to me because CJ Mayhew said Starling. Ryder said Jacob Jenkins Cowart, who is a very slim, trim guy.
No, he can eat too.
But he can put it down. And you're going CJ Boyd.
Yeah.
All right. And finally from Ashley, now you're out in center field, so you don't get to talk to the opposing team much, but I guess you can talk to fans. What's the best interaction you've had with a person or people on the opposing team?
maybe this year at Central Florida, they have like a little like party deck kind of area out in right center, and they had some fans out there that I would talk to pretty much all 3 days. But it was pretty interesting out there dealing with them.
Were they like cool to you? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, like the first few days on Friday night, they heckle you a little bit, but then once you start talking to them a little bit,
they'll settle down.
Yeah, they settle down.
Yeah, good deal. Good stuff, Bryson. I got Campbell coming up on Tuesday, Houston Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it's off to Clearwater. So you won't be here next Monday, but we'll see if we can catch up with you on the phone and recap the Houston series and also preview the AAC tournament next week.
Sounds good.
Keep up the great work, man.
All right, thank you.
Bryson Worrell joining us. Let's take a time out. We'll wrap up hour number 2. Zach Agnos set to join us at 5 o'clock. Also, Brian Bailey. Going to talk some sports as we have talked all ECU baseball to this point in the show. We'll talk about what's going on. The Hurricanes will play game 1 of round 2 coming up on Wednesday. You got the NBA semifinal set. So we'll hit on some of those topics when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
All aboard! Hop on the Emerald Express for a free ride through the Uptown District every Thursday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. The continuous loop begins and ends at GK Butterfield Transportation Center, but you can hop on and off at any of the 13 stops. With stops along Dickinson Avenue, Evans Street, the Town Common, and more, the Emerald Express is the perfect way to travel in the Emerald City. This trolley runs every 20 minutes, but don't worry, the stops are all footsteps away from all the businesses in the Uptown District.
Hey Wood Ducks fans, be sure to purchase your single game tickets online at woodducksbaseball.com or by calling our front office at Granger Stadium. Advanced ticket prices for Sunday through Thursday are just $7. Friday and Saturday tickets are $12. Do you have a big group? No problem. Book your group tickets by contacting our front office now. We hope to see you out at Granger Stadium all season long. Let's go Woodies!
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
The furniture savings have never been better than right now during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Red, White, and Used sale. Savings as high as 70% off clearance items, closeouts, and discontinued items, plus store-wide discounts on new and in-stock merchandise, plus 12 months special financing. We have the looks, the styles you want in stock. Sleep better and save on a quality mattress with 72 months special financing. This Memorial Day, it's all about the red, white, and you at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Stephen Igo. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Our breaks are off today. Big time.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to deal with it. We are inside the Delcor Players Lounge, presented by Delcor. Call 321-8868 or visit delcorinc.com. When it comes to cooling, heating, and plumbing repair, they are the service professionals. All right, we're going to talk Pirate baseball with Zach Agnos. He's also got a bone to pick with me. We'll get all that out there. We'll do a quick segment here because I want to touch on some things going on other than ECU baseball. CJ, the Boston Celtics advance. They take on the Miami Heat. The Heat are very slight favorites in Game 1 coming up on Tuesday night. Scale of 1 to 10, what is your confidence level for Boston to advance the NBA Finals? Dramatic pause.
Big dramatic pause. Honestly, like an 8 to a 9.
Wow, that's a big number.
I think this Bucks team was better than the Heat. I think it didn't matter who won this series; they were beating the Heat. The only thing I'm interested to see is if Boston comes out sluggish from a very physical
long series. Yeah. I have heard that the Heat are the most disrespected 1 seed of all time. But that's really because you had like 4 1 seeds between Boston, Milwaukee, Philly, and Miami, right?
Right. This is the strongest the Eastern Conference has been in a long time. Yeah. And Miami, I think, just so happened to not stumble into the 1 seed. I mean, they definitely earned it, but there were a lot of factors that led to it. And like you said, there were 4 very strong teams in the Eastern Conference that had a reasonable shout to be the top seed for the playoffs.
While you're here, what in the world happened to the Suns last night?
Chris Paul is officially on the worst contract in the history of basketball. That was awful.
123 to 90. It was 57 to 27 at halftime.
Holy!
In Game 7,
it was awful. They were going to the locker room at halftime, and the Suns fans were booing them off the court.
It was brutal. Yeah. Luka had 27 points, and the Suns had 27 points
right
at halftime.
I don't see how you could come out flat for Game 7.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the product of last year. This is the second year in a row where the Suns had, I think they were the 1 seed last year. They were the 1 seed 2 years in a row in the playoffs. And this year they let it get to their head. I don't understand why. When the Suns went up 3-2, they were at home in Phoenix, and it just seemed like they were toying with Luka.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like you're poking the bear. And when you have the best player in the series, you don't test him. And you found out why last night. I mean, he torched them.
All right, Game 1 of that series, Mavericks and Warriors, will be on Wednesday night. Hurricanes will play Game 1 of their series against the Rangers coming up Wednesday night at PNC Arena, and the Canes are actually big favorites in the series against the Rangers. Oilers Flames will be Wednesday night as well. Round 2 will open up tomorrow night. Lightning at Panthers and Blues at Avalanche coming up on Tuesday evening. So that's what's going on. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
No day baseball today. We got O's and Yankees coming your way tonight right here on Pirate Radio. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Zach Agnos will join us. Another sweep, 10 straight wins. Pirates are playing great, and we'll talk about it with Zach when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Bar Medispa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. At Carolina Caliber, they have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. Carolina Caliber will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960, located on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, watching some East Carolina baseball from over the weekend as the Pirates swept South Florida. And we'll break down Zach Agnos' at bat, leading off the game on Friday.
Here we go.
Zach, you're hitting the bat on the cleats a little bit. Take a warm-up cut. Looking sharp in the all-whites.
Those jerseys are so uncomfortable. I look down, look at my sign card, my jersey gets balled up, and I feel like I'm fat.
Those, the whites in particular, are uncomfortable?
Yeah. What? It's just they're thick, and mine's a little small on me, so the jersey isn't, it is fully tucked in, but there's not a lot of jersey.
Oh, yeah. So it'll pop up.
Yeah.
And, all right. You're looking in here on an 0-1.
Ball.
Good take there.
Yeah, I mean, this dude's really, he's having a really good year, and I always get first pitch take of the game sometimes, not all the time. Not giving away any hints. I'm swinging.
He's lying. Delete that, Shirley.
Yeah, don't put that on air. But I should have absolutely destroyed that pitch. I was so mad.
And a little low in a way, or
it's just down. And I like to think that's where I hit my pitches the best, is down in the zone. So I was just and I get 2 strikes. I was like, 2 strikes Friday night, dude. Put a ball in play, and I actually got a pretty good barrel on this ball, a little off the hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but, still, I wasn't mad about that at bat. Just missed my one pitch earlier in that bat.
You said you wanted to see your second at bat, so we'll try to see if we can find that one. It looked like that barrel. Is that what it's supposed to look like, or has that bat been taking a beating?
It's been taking, not intentionally,
right.
but I just banged my cleats, as you can see.
How long you had that particular one? Do you know?
I found it actually about right before we went to Tulane, so a couple weeks.
What do you mean you found it?
I've always loved that bat, but they're old. It's an old model, so bats fail. They have rattles. They
we talked about that. Yeah.
There's none that are good, and I found one in the rock room. It was just perfect, the light was shining down on it, and I was like, boom. But I was swinging well, and I got the bat, and I was like, I'm not going to change my bat, because I was swinging a gray and blue one. And then we get to Tulane, and the catcher was like, oh, your bat has a rattle.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then I was like, oh, I guess I got to switch. And then the next day I hit a home run. And I was like, all right, I'm going with this bat.
There it
I've
is.
been gone. So,
oh, yeah, that's when you did the whole rattle.
Yeah.
Zach, do you know where you were March 29th?
I have no idea.
I'm doing this.
I'm guessing. We're
doing this like we're in a trial.
March 29th. Do you know what time?
From 4:30 to around 8 o'clock.
So we were playing.
Yeah.
So that's a Friday night. I'm guessing
this is a Tuesday night.
Oh. Ooh.
And you're playing against NC State. And you played a baseball game without reaching base.
Oh, really?
Did you know that? But did you know, since that moment, every baseball game you have played in, you have reached base?
Really?
26 games in a row.
Wow.
You didn't know that, really?
I did. One of my buddies sent it to me on Twitter and was like, hey, my boy, keep rolling. And I was like, appreciate it. But, I haven't been paying attention to it, tracking or anything. Someone just sent it to me the other day.
26 straight games, and we talked about that wild one where you had 7 at-bats, what, 0 for 4, but he had 3 walks. You got on
that
base.
at Memphis?
Yeah, that CJ game. But 26 straight games, and you want to get on every time, but that's setting the table as a leadoff guy. That's a great stat.
Yeah. I just want to make something happen. Like, I don't want to go up there and throw our bats away, give them away. And, Hoover's so good with the bat. Like, he can hit a ball in the gap. He can lay down a bunt, beat out a bunt, move me over. And, like, you look at Friday, twice it happened where I hit a double. Hoover bunted me over. Bryson hit a sac fly. There's 2 runs right there. Literally the exact same thing happened twice. So, I mean, yeah, like, just, being the leadoff guy, setting the table, and, I know we talk about it a lot, but, like, just going out there, competing, seeing pitches, like that at-bat. My first at-bat we talked about, I saw a slider, which is what I really wanted to do because I knew that was his best off-speed pitch, so.
Bryson asked him about his home run he hit. He said it was a 2-strike pitch. Just kind of threw his hands at it, called it a little bit lucky. So, once you get to 2 strikes, how are you different at the plate when it's a clear count or when it's 2-0 as opposed to a 2-strike count? What are you doing anything differently?
Yeah, I mean, we all go into like a no stride stance, so it's like we literally don't like usually we stride. Some of us has like a little bit of a leg kick, and 2 strikes we don't stride at all. We're trying not to. Sometimes your body just naturally strides. And then I'm less picky. Like when I'm hitting, I usually early in the count I'm like, let's not swing anything in, blah blah blah, whatever. But with 2 strikes, I'm just like, you know what? Anything that's close, you're going to it, and don't strike out.
Well, here's your second at bat from Friday. How beneficial was that first AB where you got to see some pitches from the guy?
It's really beneficial, and it's not only beneficial for me, but it's beneficial for my teammates because I usually go back in and I like to think I give a pretty good scouting report.
I've been meaning to ask that. So what? And you're talking about going back into the dugout, but how about to Hoove here? Like if you have that 3-second conversation, like on your way back, what are you saying to him in that moment?
Usually, what his fastball does.
Okay.
So it's like fastball rides, so it means like his fastball's firm, like it's really firm, or it's like, hey, his fastball tails, which means he's got arm side, sinks, cuts, whatever.
Okay.
So I mean, and then if I see an off-speed pitch, obviously,
good eye. 2-0. So you're liking this right now?
Oh, dude, I'm like, yeah. And this guy had a good fastball, so I was literally just trying to hit. I was trying to hit a line drive to left center. So, and you know what? I'm not bragging about, but like I trust my hands that like. I probably shouldn't have been thinking left center right here. So I'm like, oh, boom.
Oh,
ow.
Ouch.
Right off the calf. Umpire says, you good? I say, I'm good. He said, you need time? I said, no. Because I was you're still in that state of shock, right? When I got hit, didn't feel it.
Don't rub it.
And then I was like, I swung right there. I was like, oh, wow. I was like, oh.
Oh, I noticed a little lip there.
You see like the pace. I'm like, oh, crap. And I was like, all right, well, you know what? Fastball's coming again, so let's get to it. And I think, he threw, ball 3. Boom.
That's
down.
Low. Good eye.
I was like, I landed on my front side. I was like, wow, that hurt. That didn't feel good. And I'm like, all right, I'm not walking. I am getting a swing off right here. So I was like, I'm going to smoke this pitch.
3-1.
And I'm just selling out to heater right here. I'm like, fastball, leg up, bop.
Got it.
I was like, go. Oh, bam. And he played that perfectly off the wall. I was trying to think of 3. And then get pretty fired up.
Let's go, boys, maybe?
Let's go, boys, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm happy with myself. Most of the time, if you get like a lip reading on me, it's a clean lip reading.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's nothing like where you can't read it. It's nothing too vulgar. And it's just, positive emotion towards our teammates.
Very good. Towards the dugout. That's right.
Yeah.
And I like the batting gloves, too. The
white ones are sweet.
Yeah. I like those.
The sliding mitt, too.
All right, now you're putting on the mitt. I got to say, I'm not a fan of them. I know I'm a fan of the safety, but does it not give the runner an advantage on a close play?
No, it's literally like an eighth of a centimeter. Ready? Right. Watch. Hoover, sack drag. Boom, gets it down. I'm at third. But anyway,
boy, they got that play. Well done by them. But how many times have you seen it where he or somebody lays down a bunt that ends up throwing it into right field.
Yeah, it's
Pirates are running all over the place.
With his speed, it's pretty frequently. But back to the glove. Like, I wear the glove because I usually have to go in and pitch, so I don't want to jam fingers. I don't want to cut up my hand. And it's not that, like, people are like, "Oh, you're soft." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I just
nobody."
I was like,
first of all, that's stupid to say.
I know. Well, they're just that's typical teammates here.
Yeah.
But
oh, your teammates say that.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, my brothers haven't said anything yet, which I'm kind of surprised about.
Talking to Zach Agnos, watching the Pirates play South Florida. This is Friday night's game, East Carolina, with a sweep over the Bulls. Now, Zach, you said we did need to talk about something. So I got called out by your head coach yesterday because credit to me, admit my mistakes.
Okay.
As one should.
I just, like, what did Coach G call you out about? Sorry. Go.
Here's what I said.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. I hear the.
I said the ship had sailed on East Carolina being an at-large. I said that earlier in the year.
Okay.
I also added that, hey, this was before conference started. The Pirates going to grind out series wins, which you haven't had to grind out many because you've been sweeping them, and they would be at or near the top of the American going into the conference tournament. I didn't say you guys weren't going to...
Near the top?
At or near the top.
No, near.
Yeah.
Like, that's an issue. We're going to be at the top.
You are at the top.
Yeah.
Again, that's something else I was wrong about.
We're making you eat your own words now.
Absolutely. My main thing was I said that the Pirates would not receive an at-large this year, and and the field hasn't been announced yet, but you guys are going to be an at-large, or you can just win the conference tournament and get in that way.
Yeah.
So I was wrong. I was definitely wrong, and I'm here to say I was wrong.
Okay. Well. There's been a lot of negativity this year, and I mean, all these people are now sticking with us, being like, "Oh, I knew they were going to be so good," but 2 months ago, they're like, "Oh, when's football season starting? When's all this happening?"
That's right.
Get Coach Godwin out of there. And now they're like, "Oh, you know what? Credit to Coach Godwin for turning this team around. Having a tough year to start, but turn them around." No, that's bull crap. You stick with us or you're not.
And I guess I'm not sticking with you. Now I have to keep saying bad stuff about you.
You gotta, you were up here, that knocked you down here. Now you got to build your way back up.
How do I go about doing that? Because I can't just be like...
I expect positive tweets every day, even when we're down. No Steven Igos in here.
You know what's funny? I feel like I've had this conversation with Cliff Godwin like 3 or 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, something very similar. Clip, just keep it positive, man. What's up with all the? And I'm like, all right, yeah, I hear you, Coach. You're right. But no, I mean, look,
I'm just kidding.
Awesome turnaround, but I'm not going to sit here and say I was with you the whole time. And wait. I'm not going to sit here and say I completely buried you either.
No, you didn't. That's why I was just giving you a hard time mainly about that.
But I am surprised that 17-4 is the conference record. That is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I was thinking more 14,
Really? I was thinking at least 15.
Yeah.
Okay, that's only one more.
but no, it's been awesome. And look, I did not have Ryder and CJ Mayhew being the weekend guys on my bingo card. Like, a lot has changed with this team.
I didn't have Ryder because I thought Ryder was just going to be coming in and closing a lot of games, but I thought CJ, personally, no offense to the coaches, I always thought CJ should have been a starter.
Well,
so I'm glad he's starting.
Listen to you more.
No, I never said it to them.
Cliff did say something interesting. He said, I think it was after a Cincinnati loss, he kind of said, all right, I've said all I could. How about you guys lead the team? And I don't want to, I'm paraphrasing, but where he gave you guys more of a role to talk to each other.
Yeah, in Cincinnati, like, we would, like, in our hitters meetings and team meetings, like, he'd talk about the game before, and basically what he wanted us to do was he wanted us to talk about it upon each other, because he feels like that what he says sometimes, like, because, I mean, we're players, like, we're obviously going to be like, oh, it's Coach Godwin, he's just being his typical self, like, just blah, 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 and, oh, now he's being a you know what to us, so, like, we're not going to listen to him, and
Sometimes you need a different voice.
Well, that's
too.
the thing. Like, and when you're mad you lost, like the last, like no offense to Coach Godwin, but sometimes the last person you want to hear is the coach because like you wanted to win so bad, and the coach is just going to sometimes kick you down, which Coach Godwin doesn't do that. But he just let us kind of talk about ourselves, and we had the ability to talk about like issues we had on the team with our teammates, and if someone messed up, say I didn't make the right play on a ball, then someone would ask me about it, what was going through my head, so that we can educate everybody else on the team and learn from our mistakes. So it's actually been really beneficial because we've been seeing less and less and less of those mistakes, and you've seen people step up like Merritt Beaker. So
that
and Jay Connor
tells you a coach really trusts his team, and that he thinks you guys are mature enough to do that, because that could get ugly in the wrong hands. But with you guys,
that's the thing. We have Bryson. Bryson just kind of keeps everything calm.
I could see that. Yeah.
Like Coach Godwin's like, if you guys don't want to say something to someone, just ask Bryson. You think anybody's going to say anything back to Bryson? No.
Team enforcer.
And then one time I went up to Bryson. I was like, Bryson, like, I'm about to go hit. Can you handle that? He's like, nah, you got it after you hit. I was like, dude.
Or how about Chandler, the time where Zach, what was it? Bryson was talking about lifting weights or something, and Zach made a face like joking around and on the couch, and Bryson was like, well, I'd like to see what he could do better than me in the weight room. And then after the chat, you're out there like, Bryson, I was joking, dude.
I was
Relax.
just joking. He doesn't get mad at anything except when it comes to the weight room. That's it. Like,
that's just one thing.
Like, I could key his car and be like, I'll be like, Bryson, I benched one. You'd be like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I got let's go. Let's see. Come on. Drinking an energy drink. So, come on, I bet you don't.
Zach Agnos joining us. Let's get to some of the questions.
We got more.
Yeah, I came up with some of my own, and we got some new entries. You have been the answer. You and Bryson have been the answer to this question.
God, I hope it's good.
Which one of your teammates is most likely to be on The Bachelor?
Who did Bryson say? Bryson probably said himself.
No, I think he said you.
Yeah.
CJ and Ryder said. Everybody said you except Coach Godwin said Bryson. Now that I think about it.
Well, I tell you who it isn't going to be. Bryson Worrell. Okay, we're going to start with that. I want.
You'd be good on any TV show, but let's get you out of it.
No. I'm not. I wouldn't say. I wasn't going to say myself. I was thinking Charlie Hodges, Carter Cunningham, or Ben Newton.
Why is the personalities or?
Well, because Ben Newton would just be like, Ben Newton would be hilarious on there. Ben would be like, it's just Ben. Like, you guys don't know Ben, but he'd be funny.
All right.
Carter would just be like, if Carter was one of the guys and like the girl was there was one girl and multiple guys, Carter would just be making boys with everybody on the TV show. But I think my answer is Charlie Hodges, because he's just genuine guy. Like, I could just see him coming up in like a suit, tux, and stuff. So,
how about a spinoff from this question? If you could be on any, let's go with reality show first. What would you be on? So there's like Survivor, there's Big Brother, there's like cooking shows, there's American Idol.
I would not be on Survivor. I would not be on American Idol. I don't know. What else is there? I don't know anybody else.
I'm trying to think of other reality shows now.
My aunt, who you probably hear at all the games, she's super loud. She's just right next to my mom. She knows just about every single reality TV show and watches every single one of them. There's like Love Island or something like that.
Or how about this game show? I was going to say game show first anyway. So what game show would you like to be on?
I would love to be on Family Feud, because that's like
with the whole fam? Yeah,
we did one of those at Thanksgiving, and it was actually the most hilarious, funny thing ever. Because my Jody's husband was the announcer, and we had everybody, and like people would be cheating. Like I remember John, my brother, like tapped my hand. He's like hand, and I was like, hand. And they're like, cheated, because you know how competitive we are. Everybody got in a big fight.
I gotta imagine there was fights involved.
Plenty.
We have a question from Steven on Facebook. He says, ask Zach if his Aunt Jody makes him nervous at the games, and can he hear her from the stands when he's at bat?
Is that Stephen Gillum?
Yes.
Yeah. Steve, how you doing? It's good to see you. Not really, but Mr. Gillum, I actually remember when I picked up that prize box.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Gillum's.
Yeah. Okay.
I do hear Jody sometimes. Come on, Zach. Not that deep. She did make me nervous in my interview yesterday because she kept like looking at me laughing. Wasn't nervous. She just made me laugh. So, she's pretty intimidating, actually. Everybody, all of Mallory, her daughter's friends, are intimidated by Aunt Jody.
All right, Aunt Jody. Al Glover says, who should be on American Idol? And he said, trust me. Maybe he's got some info. Who's a good singer?
Best singer you'll find.
All right. Interesting. Let's see. Would you rather... Oh, what would be your superpower if you could choose one?
I would like to fly. I think flying would be really cool.
Yep. That's been the most popular answer.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dudes flying around.
Or like super... No, I'd rather have super speed. I take that back.
Really?
Yeah. There's like a question, like when I was in elementary school, like, would you rather fly 10 miles an hour or run 100 miles an hour? I was like, run 100 miles an hour. No question at all.
You could get to where you wanted to go.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with traffic when you're running. So they're like, you can get places faster while you're flying. I was like, no, you don't have to deal with traffic.
And I guess if you had the ability to run that fast, you would have the wherewithal to dodge things.
It would be like almost everything slow, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I watched The Flash, so a while back.
Would you rather explore deep space or the deepest parts of the ocean?
None of the above. I hate that stuff. Creeps me out.
You're staying on solid ground.
I'm staying here. I like this place. I like Earth.
You can explore Pitt County.
Yeah, that's right.
If you could add one player in baseball history, MLB, ECU, whatever, to this current roster, who would you add to help you guys down the stretch?
I would have to say I would like to have Charlie Blackmon on our roster.
Okay. Yeah, that's your guy. You've talked about him.
Yeah. I just think he'd be like a good personality guy, you know, with his beard and mullet. And
you get to get Bryson out of the lineup.
Thank God.
I thought about saying I would take Willie Mays, a center fielder, and get you, but I didn't say that to Bryson's face.
I'm glad nobody has said Derek Jeter yet. Has anybody?
Nobody said a shortstop.
Thank God.
CJ said Shohei Ohtani would be good.
Ooh, that'd be. I mean, obviously, yeah.
Cliff went with the Pirate, Alec Burleson.
Really?
Help you on the mound and at the plate.
I was thinking Jake.
Yeah,
I think my brother.
That would be awesome to have the lefty back one more time.
Yeah.
Did I ask you your favorite uniform combo?
No.
Okay, what is it?
I like the golds.
Okay. Yeah, players seem to love the golds.
Yeah, there's like two people that don't like the golds. I love them. I think they're so comfortable. I think they're light. They look good. They look clean.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Like the whites are just uncomfortable.
All right. Casey from ECU Marketing, who hits the walk-up music, says, who has the worst walk-up song? Or pitch or warm-up song?
I know everybody loves Carter's. It makes me dance. Like in the dugout, I'll be like, and I'll be like revving up.
So is that from anything, or did he try to just find the most random song?
No, he actually, in JUCO, when we played JUCO ball, he played with a bunch of Latinos. And so they always played that music, and that's why he did it.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, Carter's. But I mean, it makes me want to dance.
Yeah. Let's see. This is from our own CJ Schaefer. If someone gave you the aux cord in the car, what song are you playing first currently?
I gotta look up my library real quick.
Yeah. What are you listening to on the way here or on the way home?
I was listening to some old Luke Bryan on the way here, actually.
Okay.
I'm going Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
I like that.
Get everybody in a good mood?
Yeah.
All right. Not bad. You don't have like a one song. You just kind of.
I'll probably play my walk-up song, honestly, just because I think it's pretty cool.
All right. There you go.
I just think it would be like, turn out the light.
If this is a tough one, you had the opportunity to meet any person in history, alive or dead, who would it be?
I feel bad because I feel like I'm taking my time on these answers, but I wasn't prepared for this.
No, these are tough.
I would like the first people that popped in my head are like presidents, but like I don't really care.
That's what Bryson
Would
said.
that be an interesting conversation?
No, it wouldn't, because they'd be caring about the country. I just want to know what they like. I don't know what it was like back when they lived.
Yeah,
that's what Bryson said. He said a president, and then I think he ended up saying George Washington.
Yeah, I would honestly. But then I don't baseball, but I feel like everybody's like, oh, baseball. But I would honestly love to have met Tony Gwynn.
Huh.
One of my coaches from growing up, he coached my showcase teams in high school and stuff. He played with Tony Gwynn, and he said he's the most genuine, nice, knowledgeable, best man you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So I think it would be pretty cool.
One of the, if not the greatest hitter of all time. All right, Redbeard says, what is the most useless talent you have? So this is a tough one, but so Ryder Giles said he was really good at picking up pine cones. I guess he could do it better than anyone. What did Bryson say?
The water flip challenge.
He's
the
good
water
at flipping a water
challenge.
bottle.
I'm not good at that.
I
was doing it today in the locker room. You guys don't have corks here, do you?
Corks?
Yeah, like from
no.
Like a wine bottle?
It's not. It's a trick. It's not even a talent. Yeah, but like I can do this thing with corks where I can like you put them right here in your hands, and then I can do this, and then like remove them, and nobody else can do it. I had to teach Josh Moyen today.
Well, that is a great answer to this question.
It's not really a talent though. Like
it's definitely useless.
It's useless. That's for sure.
If you nobody's been able to answer this question. If you had a boat, what would you name it?
Boat. I mean, I don't know why, but literally right when you said boat, I just thought of Betsy.
All right. Hey, look, that's our first answer to this question of the day.
Right when you said, what would you name it? Just Betsy.
Betsy came to mind.
Just popped in my head.
All right. Betsy on the high seas. What is your what's your toughest class you've had at ECU?
All of them. No. I can't even remember any of them.
Did you go to class?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good to hear.
I would probably have to say managerial accounting.
All right.
Or financial. One of those two. Back-to-back semesters, I was like,
ooh.
It was tough.
Yeah, well, you got through it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, this from Julia and Denny Hoover.
Hey.
2 questions. Who was the most superstitious on the team? A lot of people said you.
I'm pretty superstitious, yeah.
Anybody else come to mind?
I want to say, I'd say CJ's kind of superstitious, but like it's not really superstitious. He just doesn't like people like touching him. Like
Mayhew?
Yeah. Like in a locker room, like one time I was like, "Hey, good job, CJ." He's like, "Get off of me." I'm like, "Dude, I'm just telling you good job." He's like, "No, don't touch me."
CJ had a complaint about you earlier too. He says sometimes he has to tell you to stop talking to the opposing team so much.
CJ doesn't. Coach Godwin tells me that. CJ tells me that as a joke because Coach Godwin tells me that seriously.
That is funny. Oh, but you know what? CJ said that while Cliff Godwin was sitting right here. So
I'm surprised, Coach. Of course he did.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
Coach Godwin. I'm surprised Coach Godwin did chime in on that answer.
Yeah.
Probably because he can't see me. He can't see me that I'm a little bit farther away than I was last year. That's when he really got. Last year was good because I could put my mask up and still talk to other people. I don't have a mask this year.
Oh, he said that you do a lot of chit chat.
I was a big talk to the umpire guy. I would talk to the first base umpire.
I like the umpires. This umpire was like. On yesterday was like throwing me under the bus to start because I kept picking up like when you run like dirt flips up and there's just like a little clump of dirt and I kept throwing it at Star as a joke and he was like, "Hey Jacob, you gonna take that from your boy?" He's like, "What happened?" He's like, "He's throwing mud at you." He's like, "Oh, I didn't hit." I was like, "I didn't hit him." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Hey, I told Cliff that he needs to let you keep talking to umps because you're kind of the go-between. Like,
yeah,
hey, our coach is a cool guy. Don't toss him.
Keep him, keep him in some games sometimes.
Yeah. I love this question from the Hoover Twitter account.
Okay, which
pirate is going to eat the most at an all-you-can-eat buffet? And we've had 3 different answers on this one.
I'm going firmly, no second guess, Benterwilliger.
That was, and I'm doing this off site. That would have been my guess. Surprising answers, though. We had Starling from CJ Mayhew.
Okay, yeah. I don't think. Yeah.
Ryder said
JC.
Jacob Jenkins Coward.
Yeah.
It surprised me because he's so thin, but I guess he's trying to put some weight on.
Right.
And then
CJ
Bryson
Boyd.
said CJ Boyd. So does all that sound right?
Yeah. I mean, all of them are good. I think Ben Terwilliger, though. I mean, he walks in with the team meal. And it's just like he's like bad doing like a balancing act walking in. I'm like, dude, just go back for a second, save some for the rest of us. Jeez.
What about his at bat the other day?
I told him, I said, if you hit a home run and I had to come up after you and I did what I did, I would have looked like the worst hitter in college baseball. He's like, why? I'm a good hitter. I was like, you're not a hitter on the roster, so that's exactly why. But it's pretty impressive, man. Every time, I mean, he could easily be. I mean, he's had 3 solid at-bats.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but the bullpen guys,
they
were all standing up, and, man, they were...
one of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
Yeah, so they were giving him all their support.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was fun. The bullpen's awesome.
And now I feel like this question was made for Zach Agnos because not a lot of other players had an answer. From Ashley, what is the best interaction you've had with a person or people on the opposing team?
I really haven't had many. Everybody just talks about Jake. I'm like, I don't care. Like, they're like the shortstop from Memphis, the shortstop from USF, not the third baseman, and one other player from USF. Were just like, oh, I faced your brother in my freshman year. He was gross. I was like, okay, great. Like
just start making up stuff like, he didn't play baseball anymore. He's an accountant.
Yeah. You know what?
He's bored.
Unfortunately, he moved countries. Gosh, I mean, I have one that I cannot say on air, but it was good. It was a good interaction.
Good as in bad, or good as in
awkward? It was awkward. It was so funny.
Well, I guess we will never know.
The world will never know.
The world will never
Nobody knows this interaction either. I haven't told one person.
Oh, wow.
Not a person.
We'll save that for a Pirate Radio podcast.
Yes.
Years from now. 10 years from now, we'll talk to you.
Okay.
Speaking of former Pirates, Trey Benton will join us on the show coming up on Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been having a year.
He has been doing a great job out of the bullpen for the Lynchburg Hillcats.
Yeah.
So how's Jake doing? Is he pitching? Sorry to ask after we talked about your brother.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He has he's throwing.
Okay.
He actually got hooked up to a bunch of sensors Wednesday or Thursday. No, Friday, I mean. And just reading a lot of his body stuff, but he's doing really good.
All right, so progressing along.
That's right.
Looking forward to seeing him back on the mound. Zach, great stuff, man. I guess next Monday you guys will be in Clearwater, so we'll see if we can hook up on the phone for a few minutes.
I always hate the phone ones.
Yeah,
I would rather be in here, but
well,
it is what it is.
But we'll see you. We'll see you again down the road.
All right.
But keep up the good work, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
10 in a row.
Yes, sir.
26 games straight on base for Zach
Don't
Agnos.
jinx me now.
Crap. See, if I talk good, it's bad. If I say something bad, it's bad. And I have to talk for 3 hours every day. I don't know what to do, man.
3 hours?
Yeah, this show's from 3 to 6. It's not just from 5 to 5:30 when you're on.
Nah, I forgot about that.
It kind of is, right?
Yeah. Right.
All right, Shirley, let's open up the booty bag. Make somebody a winner here on a Monday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, 317-1250 is the number. Shirley, what do you want to give away today?
How about a $15 gift card to Wings Over Greenville?
Wings Over Greenville on the line. That's a good one right there. 317-1250. Trivia question for Zach Agnos. Oh, what call are you looking for?
12.
Call now. 317-1250. I just saw this stat. What Pirate pitcher is tied for sixth in the nation in most appearances?
It's got to be Sailor.
Garrett Sailor is correct. Know your teammates. Well done, Zach. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes. and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
Pepper, oh no they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen!
Hey Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. New Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nesbitt. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. And congratulations to Josh Allen of Washington. Picked up a $15 gift card to Wings Over Greenville. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. They have their own in-house delivery service. And speaking of parties, you can celebrate graduation with Wings Over by ordering a large tray of wings, tenders, and waffle fries. And while you're at it, be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the mobile app They are open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. You can give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, coming up, man, we talked a lot of baseball today. We'll keep that rolling into Tuesday. We'll talk to former Pirate Trey Benton. He'll join us on the program. And Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball will join us as well to talk about where the Pirates stack up nationally and get a look at what's going on in the American and across the baseball landscape as we head into the final week of the regular season. So Aaron Fitt will join us coming up on Tuesday's show. Right now, we'll talk to Double B, Brian Bailey, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Bailey, how you doing today?
Not too bad. How's everything going?
Going great, and had a lot of fun talking Pirate baseball here today on the show, and some other local baseball going on, Bailey, with the high school baseball, softball playoffs. That was the topic on the Brian Bailey show earlier today. So what's the schedule looking like this week for our area teams?
Well, it should be exciting coming up tomorrow. Now, some of the playoff action tonight got rained out already. Rose and Farmville Central both had soccer games, but they washed those out and they'll play tomorrow. But J.H. Rose, the top seed in the 3A East bracket, they will take on Orange coming up tomorrow. South Central has North Brunswick tomorrow. The Falcons are 13 seeds, and North Brunswick, I believe, off the top of my head, a 21 seed. So they've upset a couple of people. And South Central, this time of the playoffs, if you're a 13 seed, usually you're not playing at home, but the Falcons will be at home for that game. So that'll be good. Conley's the number one seed in the 4A East bracket in softball. They'll be at home again coming up. They got Holly Springs, and Holly Springs is a 24 seed. So the Conley's girls are big favorites in that game. So it should be a big night coming up tomorrow night, plus Pirates and Campbell.
Got that going on, and some more ECU baseball Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The last time the Pirates will be at home in the regular season. And, man, what a turnaround from this team, Bailey. And once again, they dominate the American and will be regular season champions. And a lot of struggles early on, a lot of question marks, and they have been answered during conference play, and this team's playing great 10 in a row right now.
And we kind of looked at it, before, I guess the win streak had gotten to 5 and 6. They were playing much better baseball, and it kind of just looked like that they were throwing so many curveballs at the start of the season that they were taking this big ball of clay and trying to mold it into the team that they wanted. And it just, it took a little while, but they've got them rolling right now. They are the class of the American again, by far. I mean, they got a 4-game lead with 3 to play, and so they clinched the regular season championship. They clinched the top seed. They'll work out at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, or on Monday, rather, in Clearwater. They will play in the noonish game. I say noonish because there's a 9 a.m. game on Tuesday. They'll play the second game, and it's 37 minutes. Why 37 and not 40? Don't know, but it's 37 minutes after the completion of the first game. That's when the Pirates will play, so somewhere probably around 1 o'clock or so.
Brian Bailey joining us, BB. You'll be heading to Clearwater and joining us live for the Brian Bailey Show next week. And you really enjoy going to that thing, right?
Yeah, I really do. It's kind of funny. It's kind of one of those things that the first year you go somewhere new like that, you're trying to get acclimated. You're lost half the time. You got to figure out where you're at. And once you've been, year after year after year, there's so many cool places to go after you finish your work, and it's just a neat town. Clearwater's beautiful. I mean, the beaches are great, and it's really a lot of fun, and it's great baseball. I mean, you get a chance to see, the Pirates battle it out for a championship, and they've always got a target on their back because they're usually, one of the higher seeds in the event. So that part's fun, and really I'm just about the only media member that's fortunate enough to get a chance to go. Channel 9 years ago said, hey, it's important to go to this because they've got a chance to win it year in and year out. So we've been able to work it out each year, and looking forward to it again.
We're down to the semis in the NBA, Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, and then round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs will get underway on Tuesday night. The Hurricanes will play the Rangers coming up on Wednesday night. And, man, I'm not a hockey guy, but I'm a Canes guy, and they wrapped up their series on Saturday, and I ended up watching more hockey on Saturday night and even some last night. These games have been awesome in the playoffs, and it's going to be rocking on Wednesday night, Bailey. Did you say you're going to try to make it out there?
Yeah, we got approved for credentials today, so we are on the way, unless somebody here says we can't go, but I think they'll let us go. So we've got credentials, and we plan on going live at 5 and 6, and then staying for the game, doing the report on the game afterwards, and then coming back after that. It's just really neat when you think about the fact that you've got a professional franchise, 90 minutes away. And so whatever we can do And for us, we don't get a chance during the regular season as much because we've got so much going on with, the starts in October with high school football still going on, ECU football going on, and then we go into basketball, and it seems like there's always something going on. But once we get into the playoffs, we have days where there's a lot going on. Like this week, Tuesday and Friday are big days for us, but Wednesday's kind of quiet, so we get a chance to go watch some playoff hockey. And when they say there's nothing like playoff hockey, it's exactly the truth, man. I tell you, the fans get into it. I mean, they had over 19,000 at PNC Arena for Game 7, and that's just amazing in itself. But they packed that place, and there's not an empty seat.
And, man, PNC and the Garden will be rocking. This is going to be a fun series with the Rangers. Where do you guys sit when you get credentialed? Where do y'all sit during a game?
The press box for hockey is actually at the very top of PNC Arena. But I've been able to kind of finagle my way to certain spots through the years. And what I've discovered in covering the Hurricanes is that the photographers will go right there. It's in the club level. It's right above the first level, and it's where the second level starts, a club level, and they've got a concession stand up there, but they let the photographers shoot right there. So I've got the same pass that they've got, so they let me go in, and I usually stand up the whole time. I usually stand right beside Gibby. Todd Gibson was on the show with us earlier, and, just kind of stay there, take notes of the game, help him out any way I can, and I really don't do a whole lot to help him, but just stand there talking with him.
It's a great excuse, though. Yeah, great excuse you can use.
If he wants something to drink, I'll go get it for him. Anything like that. I really enjoy just standing. It's a great view of the game, and it's a lot of fun.
Good stuff. Looking forward to that coming up on Wednesday night. Brian Bailey joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. Bailey, appreciate it. Got the Brian Bailey Show coming up at 6. If you missed it earlier today at noon, you can check it out in just a few minutes, and we'll talk to you again soon, BB.
Sounds good. Take care.
All right, there is Brian Bailey joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap it up when we return here on a Monday edition. What do you got, Chandler?
We got some news coming out of the American Conference regarding baseball. I think it's Kendall Rogers of D1 Baseball has announced that Tulane has fired their baseball coach, Travis Jewett.
Travis Jewett out as head coach of the Green Wave. Let's take a timeout, come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
All aboard! Hop on the Emerald Express for a free ride through the Uptown District every Thursday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. The continuous loop begins and ends at GK Butterfield Transportation Center, but you can hop on and off at any of the 13 stops. With stops along Dickinson Avenue, Evans Street, the Town Common, and more, the Emerald Express is the perfect way to travel in the Emerald City. This trolley runs every 20 minutes, but don't worry, the stops are all footsteps away from all the businesses in the Uptown District.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Welcome to US Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free.
Sure, your choice.
Really?
Yep.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Join us at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, Greenville's premier yoga studio, for our wide array of classes, including restorative, power, hot yoga, and more. We even fly into the weekend with our aerial yoga workshops. New to our studio? Check out our special for new yogis. 3 classes for only $30. Check out our website or social media for all the information and up-to-date schedules at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform to a new you.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza. Homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations, in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Hey, Troy here with my buddy Cam from Tailgate Classics, the only vintage store here in Greenville selling all types of cool stuff. Cam, you got something new for folks too that just hit.
Yes, sir. If you guys have had some good times back in the 90s at some of your favorite places like Grog's, The Elbow, and tons of other old businesses, we're doing a retro line of t-shirts that are available now.
Fantastic. So if you enjoyed hanging out at those places, now you can wear the gear. How can folks find you online too?
That's shoptailgateclassics.com or come see us in person at 304 Evans Street.
For dine-in or to-go, Familia is your favorite place for great Italian food and more. Familia has just launched a new menu featuring new pizzas like the Sweet and Spicy and the Southwest Chicken. Every Sunday, you can feed the whole family with a buy one, get the second pizza half-price special all day. If you need to unwind after work during the week, stop by Wednesday for half-price wine, and Thursdays, all drafts are only $2. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Cliff.
All righty, fun show today. Thanks so much to Cliff Godwin and the great players he's brought into this East Carolina program. We have a lot of fun with Ryder Giles, Zach Agnos, Bryson Worrell, and CJ Mayhew. And we'll have them on next week via the phone. They'll be in Clearwater. And then the following Monday will be Memorial Day, where we'll find out ECU's fate in the NCAA regionals. So in years past, we've been able to be on hand when that announcement is made and do some interviews. Hopefully we can do that again this year. And at some point, get these guys back in studio. But they're going to be on the road for quite a while. Coming up these next few weeks, hopefully long into June, and can make a run postseason. But they'll wrap up the regular season coming up with Campbell on Tuesday and then Houston Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thanks to all the guys inside the Delcor Players Lounge. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of today's program. We'll be back with you Tuesday, 3 o'clock on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, CJ Schaefer, and the crew here, I'm Cliff Brock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice